Stop.
Hey,
What's
you can tell it's a party because there's a giant floating bottle behind us. We're not in the studio. Where are we?
Tonight we are at an undisclosed location in someone's living room.
It's magical.
It's got the magic in it. Look at all those little YouTube notifications telling you the cold show is going live.
I've got the magic in me.
In the cold show. So Neil has donned his fine John Carver hat.
Oh.
Wow, ads. We're getting ads.
We got ads on
Maybe
our
we
live
should
stream.
turn the volume
We
down.
have ads on our live stream? I didn't know we were running ads on our live stream.
You know what? Apparently this time I didn't catch it. How about that?
Yeah.
If you like, Scott, I can get rid of those.
I don't know how to turn it off.
They have to go in and do it under the programming part. You want me to do that real quick?
Yeah,
Sure,
you
why
do
not?
that.
We got
We'll
time.
talk.
Yeah.
Okay, you
So-
guys talk.
Well, Sandra and I stall.
So if you've never been here before for one of our annual live streams, it's pretty fun. It's like hanging out with your friends at just a normal human New Year's Eve party.
Yes.
Nothing.
We'll have food.
We'll
we'll
have
have
beverages.
drinks.
We have our favorite movies. We have some kind of special reviews. We have some surprises around every corner.
I also think that the sound is on an iPad.
It is.
It is. Let's turn that off.
I'm like, what is that strange echo?
So
Drop the volume down.
just you take care of that. We have the iPad
Okay.
so we can see chat if we want to. So the idea behind our live stream is you come, you go, you can keep it on in the background of your frivolities and your fun. You can stay the whole time. You can chat with us. As long as you're not a sex bot, sex bots will be dispatched. We're gonna start. We're gonna start with a beverage in just a minute, a super secret cocktail from producer Scott. In the meantime, I'm enjoying a fizzy water. There's Neil.
Where were you guys?
I think the audio is still on something.
Is it on that mic? Behind you?
That's why we go live a little early
Oh,
so we can troubleshoot this stuff.
There's no audio on the iPad.
Volume's
Now.
all the way down.
We've turned it off.
The kitchen mic?
Is it the kitchen mic?
There's nothing to stream in it. I just, every once in a while, I hear like a little echo of what you guys were saying about 15 seconds ago. As if there's something.
Delayed. Hey, we got friends. Hi, friends.
Hi, Laura.
Hi, Miss Movie Buff.
Is
Hi,
upstairs?
Tommy Levette. Hi, darlings.
It's fine. It's fine.
No. No, see.
Oh my god, we have noisy neighbors. We have noisy neighbors. But what would be a party without noisy neighbors? I love that they're fighting and mom and dad are fighting. It's a real New Year's Eve now.
There you go. I know.
Do you love our sparkly background? It really sells the party atmosphere, if you ask me.
This is true. So what are you guys doing?
What
Put
are
it in chat.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you just hanging out with us?
Let us
You know
know.
what? Hella people are sick. Are you sick? Are you sick at home? Don't go out. It's fucking dangerous. People want to hit you with their cars. Don't go out.
Really, there has been. I should probably turn my microphone on.
If you're gonna talk to the people,
Yeah, just even driving here at like 5:30 in the afternoon,
there's
were
people like
already,
clearly drunk.
like making right-hand turns into
The
one-way.
fucking
Yeah, it's
freeway.
nuts.
Yeah. So, just don't do it.
Who's with us in the chat?
We got Tommy, we got Miss Movie Buff, we got Mindy.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's right now, it's ladies' night in the chat.
Ladies' night.
It's ladies'
Night.
night.
Oh, night.
Woo!
Tommy, how are you still awake? It's almost midnight.
Are you gonna celebrate midnight with us? Your time, Tommy?
Are you
Come
amped
here.
up on the Mountain Dew?
You got your Mountain Dew going? You got your Mountain Dew drip hooked
Got
up,
some
IV?
Code Red, maybe?
What's Code Red taste
Ooh,
like?
Mountain Dew Code Red. I used to love that.
What is the flavor of it?
like
Very
cherry.
Blood?
very, very sweet.
The blood?
Yes.
The
flavor?
blood. It's
The blood of
Your
children.
enemies?
Yep. Blood Dew. What does Tommy say?
Tommy, oh, you're
Hell
so
yeah.
sweet, Tommy. You don't have to send me anything. Oh, see, yeah, not sick, just chilling in your recliner. We're just saying how a lot of people are sick. I was saying like people should just stay home or like go to a friend's house that like lives nearby because it's very dangerous out on the roads.
Yes.
So we're going to kick it off with a secret cocktail mocktail from producer Scott. It's going to be coming at you in just a few minutes after the midnight countdown, the first one in the good old US of A where we are. Then we're going to have some reviews. We're going to do some kind of different style of reviews. It should be kind of fun, I think. We're going to talk about, of course, our favorite of the year. We're going to play some games that'll probably be rather humiliating for us, as is also in our nature.
We're good at that. The humiliating.
Really good. Oh my god, you know what? Friendship bracelets!
Yeah, we got them. We all got them, including producer Scott.
All 4 of us, for once, have them all on at the
We
same
all
time.
have them on. Look at that. Friendship is magic. Ooh, look at sticky.
So what is do we know what everyone else is doing? Do we know what Mindy and Laura and Tommy are
Laura's
up to?
in the recliner.
Okay, hanging out, being safe.
That's
the only thing we know for sure. The other ones could be anywhere.
Oh, Tommy did say she had two sun drops this
What's
afternoon.
a sun drop?
Yeah, let us know what a sun
Is
drop
that a
is.
popper?
Does it involve tea?
That sounds like, is that a soda? A sun drop?
That's what I'm
I think
Is it a
that's
sun
It's a
drop?
soda?
Is that like a southern
Okay.
thing?
Yeah, I think that's like maybe an East Coast.
That might be a product that we don't have out here in California.
Mm.
Oh shit, our bottle is like, I can just hear it going as it slowly follows.
Mindy is hanging out with us, so
That's
Thanks,
where
Mindy.
you should be.
and playing Sims 4.
Oh, the Sims. Have you been like a lifelong Sims player? There's so many people who are like, they're deep in those Sims. Deep in them. Neil's trying to repair a bottle. God bless
Well,
him.
you know, we are a high-class, well-run, well-oiled organization.
Oh, it's a soda pop, not a popper. Noted.
It's a soda. Yeah. Made me think of tea for
thought that
some
sounded
reason,
kinda
like
familiar.
sun tea.
Sun tea. Can you guys believe that poppers are back?
Poppers
Poppers,
Oh
like
god, I don't have
the-
time to explain a popper to you all.
I'm not sure I know what a popper is.
It's what we used to call whippets.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whip it!
Did they go somewhere?
I think people were fucking smart and didn't do them for a while,
Oh.
and now there's like a whole new generation of
Did
be like,
they-
maybe they're not that bad.
They like switched to Tide Pods or something, and
Oh, yeah. We were going to put a Tide Pod in our beverages this evening.
We were?
Yeah, try to get over the youth demographic. Be like, look, kids, we do the Tide Pod drink as well.
kind of disappointed about that.
We also make poor choices.
Many.
Oh, look, candy.
Oh, look, candy. I have to
Yum.
say, the Tide Pod doesn't look unappetizing.
Unappetizing.
And it
I
smells
agree.
clean.
It looks like it should be like something you pick off of like
A tree?
Willy Wonka's garden or something. You know what I mean? Like
That's the new Willy Wonka movie where he just kills the kids outright by being like, eat
'Cause
this
he's-
fucking Tide Pod, you lazy son of a bitch.
Willy's pissed off.
NyQuil chicken, Tide Pods, milk crate challenges, all the things that the kids love, and then
No, but he gives them like a 50-50 chance. Like some's candy, some will fuck you up.
quick question for Sandra. Do you like the 1995 Village of the Damned or the older version? I like both versions. The 1995 version, we watched that at the Cult Film Series like last year or something. Wasn't that long ago. It's like so cheesy, but it's really fun. The original, I think the kids are a little creepier. I don't know, they're creepy in both versions.
10,
9,
8,
7,
7, 6,
5,
Look
4,
like we're being held
3,
hostage.
2, 1. Happy New
New
Year,
Year,
East
East
Coast!
Coast!
Happy New Year,
Yay!
Tommy!
Happy New Year, Tommy and friends of the
Yay.
East.
Tommy!
Wow. Whoa.
10.
This is awesome.
Welcome! Welcome to our New Year's Eve spectacular!
That was freaking hilarious. Oh my god, Neil, you've outdone yourself. All right, everybody. It's official. Mark Vision's truth.
Hey, Mark.
What's up, Mark? Hi, Mark.
Oh, hi,
The
Mike.
truth is on fire. How much did you guys like that little Schnashy opening.
It is.
Are you guys ready to make a cocktail mocktail with producer Scott?
I think it is time that we get our drink going.
Let's go.
Let's switch
do
to
it.
camera B.
Camera number letter B.
Camera number letter B. Oh Lord, let me knock over all the chairs.
All right, I'm coming.
Oh, let me get his glasses.
And just
I'm
like
here.
magic, here we are at
Hello,
camera
everyone. Bring the chat over.
B. Bring
Just
the
in case.
chat over, please. In case anybody
Ooh,
wants to
they're
talk
frosty. Frosty glasses.
To us. Frosted window.
Okay, so I was incredibly inspired to make this drink by one of my favorite drinks as a child, and I'm going to see if you guys can figure out exactly what this is.
Okay.
So, first of all, this is cocktail mocktail hour. So, who is having cocktail? Who is having mocktail?
I'll have a cocktail.
Caleb?
Mock.
I'll do a mock.
And you, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll have this as well.
What's
So
that?
what's nice about this is Mandarin Absolute Vodka.
Can I see it?
You can go with regular if you'd like.
Made
For
in the village.
the mocks, we are going to go with a lime sparkle water base instead. And these are just going to sit in the glasses because the rest of it is going to be mixed up in this nice fancy dancy little
Smells like something you'd clean
Tell me
with.
what to hand to you.
so
This
first
is-
we're gonna
This is,
yeah.
this is called a
Pitch.
Pitcher?
pitcher.
a trivet.
That is a trivet, my dear.
So we're gonna start with lemonade. We're gonna do 8 parts lemonade.
Whoa, how do you know?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Listen to
9.
ASMR.
The one doesn't count.
ASMR for you on New
And
Year's.
this?
4 parts Tampico. This is a citrus punch, so it's orange, tangerine, and lemon.
Ooh.
Never heard of it.
It's like double lemon, double your fun.
Juicy Juice makes something kind of similar to this, but I like Tampico a lot. It's kind of like Sunny D. So
So is that the drink?
1, 2, 3, 4.
It looks
and then-
pretty.
This is something that we recently discovered existed. I love blue curacao. Blue curacao is incredibly expensive. It's not very alcoholic, but it is alcoholic. Tarani makes a blue curacao syrup. So we're just gonna do 1,
Ooh.
2, 3. I think 3 is gonna be enough. And we're gonna give this a real good stir. It's got some on the edge here, which is gonna.
Living on the edge.
Oh, look at the
Ooh,
colors
it turned
changing.
green.
It is green.
Wow.
Very green. Like
It's not easy being green, so.
All right, and
I find
then
this
we're
pretty
gonna
easy,
pour this over our glasses
You're a
here.
lovely shade of green.
I think I have enough in this for
I was gonna
everyone.
say, girl, I don't look like enough.
Just
I
give us
don't
half
know.
a glass each.
Well, it's too fucking late now. I poured the whole thing.
I might have to
guess-
make some more for myself.
I think I know.
I am gonna have to make some more for both of you and I.
Yeah. Can I guess the drink while you make some more?
You can.
Is it an ecto cooler?
2, 3 4. That is exactly
That's
what
what-
it is.
that's what I was
Wow.
gonna
That
say.
is exactly what it is. It is an ecto cooler.
That's exactly what I was gonna guess.
Was it really?
I had no
2.
clue.
I think I had an ecto cooler once or twice in my day, but they re-released it, right?
Yes. I believe they did re-release it for a very short period of time with the new Ghostbusters movie. I did not get any, which made me very sad.
Seems like something Michael would get.
Yes, it
Ecto
does.
cooler.
No, I thought that was always pronounced blue carousel, but is it caracao?
I
What?
I've heard it pronounced carousel as well.
I've only ever said curacao, but
Caleb,
I don't
you
know.
heard it any other way or no?
I'm not gonna say
Okay.
you're right or wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
But all right.
Alright.
Cheers, everyone,
Cheers
and a
to
happy New
Scotch.
Year.
Producer Scott's surprise drink.
Smells citrusy. Smells like Sunny D.
Oh, that's good.
It's really good. It's very refreshing. I love the color. It's actually a really pretty, like, tropical green.
Yeah.
You know, it has been probably 35 years since I've had an ecto-cooler, so I cannot speak on
The authenticity.
how close it is, but it is very tasty.
I never had one.
Yeah.
This is my
And this
first.
is easy. You could make this at home. You don't have to, like, do bitters.
This is
or
what it
anything.
tastes like, kind of? Or?
Pretty much, yeah.
Is it?
It's pretty
Okay.
close.
Okay.
At least how I remember it, anyway.
Okay, again, so it was 8 parts lemonade, 4 parts Tampico.
Yep. And then an ounce and then, well, one part curacao,
Either way, I'm
Blue
not sure.
syrup.
and then
either
vodka or a sparkle
Can I
water.
taste yours with the
Yeah,
vodka?
certainly.
There you have it. Hey, this year none of us have COVID.
It was me last year, by the way. Well, I was getting over it. I didn't have it.
In the active COVID.
I have a headache, so I'm not drinking.
You should drink.
I'm worried that it'll make it worse.
I know.
You get tired.
That was
you have it.
delicious.
Very nice.
No, it
Very
is
nice.
very, very good.
Yay!
Shall we back to
Yeah.
the table? Good job,
Good job.
producer
Good
Scott.
job.
Everyone enjoy, and we'll just go on back over here.
Cheers. I'll stay here until Scott gets back so I can keep everyone entertained.
Sing to the people.
It's nice and blue.
Behind the chairs so you can go behind.
Very nice. Okay, we'll see you over here.
So
Oh, Lord. Here.
Oh Lord, won't you buy me?
stuck in Lodi again.
All right.
I'm kind of over my water.
You're over it?
I'm over it.
I've got 2. I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, my
I'm going to want
goodness.
some caffeine here pretty soon.
Yeah, it's going to be caffeine flowing.
So we decided to do something a little bit differently. One tradition we like here at the Cult Show is to find movies that we really love, or we'll, choose like a movie Caleb really loves, and we'll switcheroos, and we read really bad reviews of those films. So Caleb had an idea this year to do that, but use good and bad reviews of movies we reviewed in 2023 on the Cult Show. You were there, you remember. So that's what we're gonna do. All right. So
We don't know what we picked, right?
we don't know what we picked.
I don't know what I picked.
I don't know what I don't know what I picked. I don't know. So who wants to go first? Should we do like a good, a bad?
Sure, that's fine.
Sure, I did good and bad of each title I picked.
Oh.
So I
I
could,
got a little
I could,
crazy.
Overachiever.
No, I didn't know. I wasn't sure.
That's fine.
Yeah, I did 5 good and 5 bad.
Okay.
But tried to change.
Some of mine are really short, like one line.
Okay. Oh, I did like 4 movies.
Okay.
That way we can change it up. So how about
Got it.
I'll go first?
Okay.
Why don't you start,
Okay,
dear?
and let me.
Doing a good or a bad?
Can I can I do both real quick? Because one of
Sure.
them is really short.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Do whatever you want.
Put on my glasses.
This is just a fun hangout episode. We
Okay.
don't take it too seriously.
Yeah. I picked Jaws 3D.
Okay.
Nice. I didn't pick that one.
All right.
All right. For the good. This is from a gentleman named Alan Jones. And yes, it was hard to find a good review of this film, aside from me, maybe Sandra. But Alan said, "It certainly isn't the greatest film in the world. It's sloppy, full of holes, and none too convincingly acted. But for all that, it is an intermittently enjoyable popcorn entertainment."
Okay.
Is he sure?
I think. But okay,
It's certainly a guilty pleasure. I'll say that because it's so silly.
it is. It's a absolutely guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Okay, now for the bad.
Okay.
Hang with me on this one.
All right.
A corrupt Cajun man is opening a new SeaWorld attraction with world-famous something or other manimal and his husband along for the ride when an incredibly slow, backward-swimming 35-foot great white shark sneaks into the park and has a 10-foot baby. Mike Brody, now a facilities manager with a raging coke addiction, has his brother Sean, who wins Leah Thompson in a pub game, comes down to visit. Bess Armstrong, senior biologist and dolphin choreographer, has some concerns, but luckily has befriended dolphins despite leading the exploitation of their kind. As SeaWorld goes Westworld in more of a 70s disaster mode than the tense horror of even Jaws 2, the visual effects are some of the absolute worst ever released by a studio, supported by music that presumably was rejected from Magnum P.I. The shark can also... It's good.
That's good.
The shark can also chew, though not well enough, judging by the man stuck at the back of its throat for the last 20 minutes of the film. Dreadful, but any YouTube clip of the uncomfortably drawn-out, lingering 3D effects is well worth the watch, particularly the last shot of high Dennis Quaid and some interdimensional dolphins. As the excruciatingly crunchy kills come for the promise of a gratuitous shark... Oh, sorry. as are the excruciatingly crunchy kills. Excuse me. Come for the promise of gratuitous shark-based violence. Stay for the bit where a young girl has her face pushed against a fish tank with the human corpse in it floating as mass panic ensues.
And then visit SeaWorld. Because that was hilariously
I
commercial for
mean-
SeaWorld, that movie.
Yes.
That review is not wrong.
Kind of nails it.
Yep.
And now we know how much coke those kids were doing.
Yes. It was pretty clever.
The dolphins were on coke.
Everyone there.
How
But
do you think they survived?
that's the longest one. I wanted to really get that one out of the way. That was the
Oh.
longest one.
Well, that was great. I want to just answer Mindy, what as the Scream fan on this show. She asked what I think about all the craziness with Scream 7 firing Melissa Barrera. I can't remember if that's her last name. Barrera. I mean, Scream 7's dead. It's fucking dead. They don't have her. They don't have Jenna Ortega, and they don't have the director.
Yeah.
The fuck are you? I mean, it's like, I'm sorry, and this is not Scream 7. This would be Scream 8. I mean, what are we even doing here? Looking Glass? It's Looking Glass, right? Like, we need to start all over, because like, it's just, you can't do that. You can't like break up the core people and
The core four.
the core four. You can't like break them up. Like, I mean, I think if somebody else should pick it up, I think that they should just go a completely different direction with it, i.e. the Cult of Stu, which is my favorite fan theory, and just, yeah, I mean, because I don't want to see those characters without their little friends. Like, it's just not going to be the same, you know, just gotta start fresh.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting what they're gonna do. This won't get any bigger.
That won't get
I
any
can't read
bigger.
that. I can't read it. Okay.
Um,
Who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay.
I'm gonna read 2 reviews for The Bride. They're each one sentence. The Bride, the Sting, unnecessary remake nobody asked for of The Bride of Frankenstein. Not worth even writing a review.
That's just lazy. At least tell us
mean-
why.
I do think it's lazy, but I also think it's like, I mean, if I see that at the bottom of a movie, I'm gonna be like, wow. Utterly hilarious. If only that was the intended tone. I think we said some things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bride. Oof. Oof.
Yeah, that was a rough one. That was a very rough one.
It was rough.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah,
What
took
one do
multiple
I
times
want
to
to?
watch
Okay.
it, do that.
I'm gonna do. Wait, is this a good or a bad one though? This is a good. Okay, so last year we had our first ever. Someone paid us to watch a movie.
Do more of that.
And that person was Mark Vision's Truth, who
Yay, Mark!
is here tonight. And he chose Hackers.
He did.
And we were split right down the middle. Sandra and Scott loved it. Neil and I, not so much.
Yeah.
So, because of that, I chose a good review.
I
Okay.
have some hackers on my
Okay.
list too.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Hackers, 1985. I did not get the name, but this is from someone on Reddit. The movie Hackers is a surprisingly successful movie. It really understands its target audience, who, at the time, were very unaware of the world of computing, software, and hardware. Some notables. The visuals of coding and hacking really... Wait, sorry. I lost my line. Some notables. The visuals of technology. The cinematographer really understood just how boring the world of coding and hacking really is. To spice up this world, we get so many crazy visuals of make-believe graphical interfaces, nonsense colorful hardware, CGI representations of data, and even a talking Da Vinci virus. They actually made hackers the cool kids in school. The kind of kids who dress cool, ride motorbikes, host kick-ass parties, and smoke and drink.
It's basically the cult show.
The hacker world becomes something to envy. In reality, hackers are the complete opposite of all of this. So I found this really interesting. I really feel like this movie is lifted to a higher level thanks to Angelina Jolie. What better way to build up this fantasy world than to bring in a gorgeous, self-reliant, and smart girl for our protagonist to win over. And that pretty much sums up how I felt about this movie.
So it's kind of like, and that feels like a backhanded compliment of a review.
Which is why I chose it.
I can see that.
But the user liked it a lot.
The user liked
The
it.
user.
Okay.
As in someone who uses Reddit
Sure.
The user.
Yeah.
or uses mass drugs when they watch the movie. The movie. All right, I'm going to review one of my favorites from last year. Actually, it might have been my birthday pick even. Butcher Baker Nightmare
Ooh,
Maker.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Until I saw the thumbnail, I didn't even fucking remember we reviewed that movie.
Okay.
I was like, what's that movie?
Remember, it was the one we were kind of worried about, but then it...
Yeah. No, it just took me a minute. I was like,
Okay,
was that this
okay.
year? Was that 5 years ago?
All right.
It was fun because it's
Yeah.
older and
Yes.
it's got things in it. Okay, I'll do both again because they're really short.
Okay.
All right, The Good. From Trace Thurman, the Horror Queers podcast.
Oh, I love Horror Queers podcast.
Oh, you know it?
Yeah.
Okay. This Oedipus update. Hang on, I can't read it.
Put your
There you
spectacles
go.
on.
This Oedipus update boasts a powerhouse performance from Susan Tyrrell and incorporates some surprisingly progressive queer content for a film released in 1982. Conversely, The Bad. Another video nasty entry. Toe-curdling cringeworthy in its subject matter and homophobic nature. Felt like watching a sick, twisted TV movie. Wouldn't recommend you rush out to see it. So it's interesting
Right.
that you have two completely different takes on
Yeah.
the subject matter. But
It almost feels like that second one, they didn't stay around till the end.
yeah, perhaps.
Maybe.
I think representation's always really personal. And like that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Like, because you're gonna, you're gonna interpret it how it's gotta be for you. But I appreciate always hearing a little of the good, a little of the bad.
Yes, I thought I would.
Yeah.
Pepper in both.
And because we actually, if I remember correctly, we actually felt it was shockingly progressive.
Correct.
Like
Yeah.
yes, it could have been better. If it was made today,
Yeah.
It would be way different.
But I mean, for a 1981 movie,
It was shockingly like,
that was
wow, like
holy shit.
I mean,
yeah.
they used slurs and they had a horribly
yeah.
a man who was just
It was everything.
disgusting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
horrible.
it was kind of all for a point.
Yeah, it
because
was,
of,
he wasn't supposed to be likable or
right.
good or anything.
But you had the coach who was the actual
dad figure.
gay character.
Yeah.
And you had it was all. I mean, in the end, it was supposed to be a pro. I think at the time they were really trying.
we did good job. So since you just did a hackers, I'm gonna move mine.
Okay, sorry.
So, no, it's good. We chose a few so that we could kind of like keep it interesting. Okay, I'm gonna say this. The end of this one, I'm gonna use an accent because I think that's what.
Ooh, accents.
This is for Lair of the White Worm, which
Oh,
is
nice.
a really fun movie.
That was a great one.
Fanciful Scots Tryst. This has to be one of my favorite all-time horror, humoresque, archetypal films. Hilarity right to the last moment with excellent Highland pipes, myths, history, heraldry, house butler, village constable, every major Brit classic car, and evil incarnate legendaire going back to Genesis. I have to say, the tongue-in-cheek Scots humor is something I enjoy due to my blood identification with it, and the way the script is written draws forth some great imagery. God bless the Scots, Rob Roy, William Wallace, and those brave hearts who defended our independence long ago.
Very nice.
Good job, by the way.
Good job.
I just pretend I'm a hobbit, and that's what I say. So I thought that was really cute that somebody who's like Scottish was like, this made me feel hella Scottish and hella proud, and I think
Right.
that's really
Mhm.
adorable. That movie is so camp, It is so camp, and it just makes it fun. It's like it's clearly a comedy, and like it knows it's a comedy, but it actually has some good creepy like stuff in it. Like
Yes.
and we can't forget that that band that plays the songs.
No. That movie was
there was
like I said, it was a blind watch, and it was well worth it.
Yes.
It worked out really well. We have emotional organization in the chat.
Well, hello there.
Hello.
Hello.
We're talking reviews of reviews we reviewed.
Okay, I've got a bad one now. Okay.
No.
I
No,
know.
Ron, no.
So this is
I'm deleting mine so I don't read them again.
You don't read them? Okay, so this is for Videodrome.
Okay.
All right. And I feel like, and I'm not going to do it, but I feel like I should do this in like a really pompous British accent.
Pompous
British accent.
Well,
like just like really like looking down your nose at like.
I mean,
okay.
I think you should try.
No.
At least part of it.
No. Okay. It seems to have been made with the sole purpose in mind of making the viewer's skin crawl. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the point.
That's definitely a big part of it.
There is some nebulous idea tacked on, something about television rotting the brain or something. It isn't that David Cronenberg hasn't ever made a decent or thought-provoking film. He did with Dead Ringers. But as a director, he falls in the same class as Brian De Palma, who made the gripping Casualties of War, and otherwise has done nothing but imitate Alfred Hitchcock until finally he got around to imitating himself.
Well, this person clearly likes to hear themselves speak.
Right?
I mean, or whatever.
Hence the pompous British accent. But I wonder if it ever occurred to Cronenberg that if our minds are so heavily influenced by what we watch on the screen, then this isn't helping us grow up.
Ooh.
There's a lot I could say about that review.
You know they did too. They finished typing that and then they were like, yeah.
Fucking nailed it.
Jeez. So this is Brian De Palma is like one of my favorite directors, and that is one of the things people who don't really understand say about him often is, oh, he just imitates Alfred Hitchcock, and it's like he's not imitating Alfred Hitchcock. Does he love Alfred Hitchcock and use his style? Absolutely.
He's like,
but is he rewriting his films and making those movies? No.
Yeah.
Is he using his form of suspense? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And in my case, I say he takes it to another level.
Yeah.
But this is someone who like never doesn't.
Yeah, they just didn't understand.
Did you see Blowout? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Did you see?
Come on, man.
These films that we love so much.
You know what I say? Long live the new Flash.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought you guys would have fun with that one.
What a poopy head.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give you a bad one from The Lost Boys.
What? Not
Did we
impossible.
review The Lost Boys?
We did.
This year?
We did.
But we went to their house last year.
We did.
Okay.
It took us like 6 months before we actually did it.
I feel a little crazy.
We did. This is from Michael Wilmington from the LA Times.
Oh, like a reputable...
not a Reddit, yeah.
I don't know that that's reputable. I don't think it's any more
that's
reputable than
true.
Reddit, if we're being honest.
Maybe.
I'm sure any yeah.
Okay. This one says, there's always room for fancy trash. In this movie about a gang of punk vampires terrorizing the new kids in town seems capable of providing some. Then the characters open their mouths. There's such a disjunction between the slick visuals and the clunking, offensive script that the movie befuddles you. How can it be so polished on some levels and so empty at the core?
Like an apple?
There you go. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. I wonder if that person even watched the movie.
Maybe they watched the sequel.
They are a sad person.
Maybe.
They're very. If you don't like the Lost Boys, I feel very bad for you.
Want to top off?
I might switch to something else.
You got more?
I can make
You
some.
got more of that.
You got some more?
You got more of that Ecto Cooler,
Give me
bro.
some of that.
Got some pusher.
Also, fancy trash is a new tagline for this show. Like, put it in sparkly writing, fancy trash. Just down at the bottom here.
I don't know.
Yeah, I disagree. Clearly.
Yeah, the dialogue was great.
It makes life worth living to watch The Lost Boys
Mm-hmm.
because it's just like really like I don't know, it's just really fun. But
Like maybe
I mean,
this person used to like do reviews of vaudeville or something, and they just haven't.
back when I was trotting the boards, we would never dress as a punk vampire. So I'm gonna also do a Videodrome because I love that movie so much. I fucking love Videodrome. This is so good. This is so good. And this is just from like last year's movie.
Okay.
The title
Did we do Videodrome?
is Sick. They said it was sick. That's the title.
It's nasty.
Cheesy, low budget, satanic
Thank you, sir.
S&M flick that features a protagonist that, with the help of a tech engineer, managed to tune into a snuff film live video feed. Not for everyone. I didn't like it at all. Turned it off. It's fine. That's not for everyone.
Yeah.
I certainly not. I mean, it's Cronenberg. It's not for everybody. Sure as hell's for me. I love that it's satanic. Like, I love that it's like, this is Satan's S&M film.
You know, so you said that review was written this year?
Last year.
Last year? Yeah. So like in the 80s, anything that was just bad or not, it was just satanic.
It's just
you know?
satanic.
It didn't matter if there was like actual
Satan.
devil or Satan. And, you know,
I think that's kind of coming back with some conservative folks, is they're kind of like saying like things are satanic or like satanic
Right.
infiltration. It's kind of
Yeah.
it's actually kind of a QAnon
that's
thing.
Satan trying to get his,
Yeah.
you know, claws in you or whatever with those cigarettes or
Satan, I
drinking
wish
too much
you
or
would.
You're fornicating. That's Satan.
Satan.
You know what I say?
Satan.
Hail Payman.
Hail Payman. Yes, indeed. Yeah.
I think it's my
Caleb,
turn. Okay.
Do you like it? Whoever, I don't care.
Let's see. There was one I really wanted to read, and I really hope.
Tommy, I will never do the Bean Boozle challenge again, and I don't think Caleb will either.
You're like weird for wanting to keep doing it, Tommy.
Yeah.
No,
gross.
Tommy.
Oh.
That's gross.
Tommy, I'll do it.
Tommy,
That's
it's
gross.
satanic.
That's Satan. That's Satan trying to enter your mouth through vomit-flavored
Bean.
jelly bellies.
Yeah.
Yuck.
No, I will never do that again. That was like the worst decision I've made in my life.
Okay. So I hope I can read this because this person.
Do you want help?
No. This person just writes really funky. So I practiced a couple times, but I'm still
Like
probably
Brass Monkey Funky?
that funky monkey. No, that's Satan.
That's more Satan.
Okay, so this is Witchery.
Oh god, terrible movie.
Yes.
Okay.
Witchery.
Not Witcher.
All right. You can do this. You can do this. Your tongues can form the words. All right. Maestro Joe D'Amato, infamously promiscuous filmerage company, produced a great many provocative, singularly strange, future-proofed, supernaturally skewed shockers during the gleeful, gore-ious video haze of the 1980s, not least of which being Schlock Master Blaster, Fabrizio Killer Crocodile, Laurentiis Macabre, Hobgoblin Happy, Linda Blair Scary, Kaleidoscopy, Kooky, Heroically Hasselhoff Heavy, Surprisingly Vicious 80s Methamphetamine Mental Schlock Masterpiece, La Casa 4. Now, I don't know what I just fucking read, but
I'm very confused.
as soon as I saw that, I said, I got to go try to read that on the Cult
Wow.
Show. And that is what I did. That was a good?
You know, I
I mean,
feel
it kind of sounded good.
you know what it reminded me of? It
No.
reminded me of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Let's see.
Like
Yes,
language.
that was a good review.
Yeah.
Okay. I would feel good from that one. I'm feeling good.
Are you feeling good?
I feel good. Okay, I got one more for y'all. How's that?
All right.
Sure,
We all doing
we all doing one more?
Well,
Or
I
just
have
sort
one
of. Okay.
I've
Okay.
got one more. You guys only have more. I'll do a good or bad. They're both kind of short.
Okay.
I picked this one for producer Scott. This is UHF. Because we got it all on UHF. The Good by a gentleman named Brian Ornorth. Orndorff. Excuse me, Orndorff.
Put your glasses on, Louise.
Has everything but the kitchen sink. And while it doesn't always hit the sweetest notes of inspiration, it maintains a lovable spiritedness and offers the odd gutbuster and dumb guy humor. UHF has some of the best dumb guy humor around.
Well, they like that phrase.
And the bad. Undeserving of a letter grade ranking. Extremely painful to watch, and so sad I did. Weird Al sucks at movies.
Whoa!
Yes. A little harsh.
Wow.
Weird Al, you suck at movies. Your records? Okay, your records are fire.
Wow.
But
You let them know.
So I'm going to read a bad one of Freeway, which was a movie I didn't care for. I felt it was very confused in what it was trying to do and kind of, I don't know, just kind of weird.
I like that movie.
I don't know. So this just made me laugh so hard. I just love this review. Ugh is the title. I only sat through this because I was assembling a desk for Harbor Freight during COVID-19, and I literally had nothing else to entertain me. I don't know why Reese has this horrible Southeast accent when the movie is set in California. I thought the Little Red Riding Hood theme was awful. This basically unwatchable on the lines of 1970s BBC Shakespeare made-for-TV content. But I've been trapped inside for 2 months, so it was technically human voices in the background.
Okay.
All right.
I love that. I thought that was funny. Like, he didn't like it. Didn't care for it.
Not a fan.
I like it.
How'd the desk turn out? Do you still have it? Is it really good? And then I'll read you one good one. Oh God, I just lost my fucking place in my phone notes. Oh wait,
Pearl.
I wanted to do another one. So you know how we were all kind of like voices? What's up with that? Like, you know, it was not like it was bad or like, you know, but we were all like, I'm very confused. Am I supposed to be laughing?
Yeah, right.
And so that was kind of the general consensus of a lot of the reviews I found.
Mhm.
So I just kind of wanted to share that. This person said, "Welp, this movie was neither funny nor scary. Now I'm just super depressed after watching. I would recommend for people who never experienced depression before, this should do the trick."
Okay.
I
Wow.
like that. That was funny.
Wow.
At least we weren't the only ones who were like, is it time to laugh or time to cry?
True. True.
Time.
All right. I have got a bad review for Magic.
Okay.
I had a good review for Magic, but we'll save this. We'll do this another time.
Yeah. Okay. Part bad remake of Psycho, part bad remake of the Twilight Zone episode The Dummy. All cringeworthy and antiquated domestic melodrama. Isn't this an evil puppet movie? Nah, turns out this is a movie that speed runs all the good parts in the first 25 minutes and is really just Anthony Hopkins, Anne Margaret, and Ed Lauder engaging in a petty love triangle for most of the rest. God damn it, another late 70s horror picture that doesn't get the point of horror, made by people who should never have attempted the genre. William Goldwyn might have known a lot about traditional Hollywood storytelling, but he clearly didn't know shit about spook shows and schlock genre hooey. Richard Attenborough, likewise, he certainly had the chops to direct dramas, but this is such a pretentious and cloying way to make this kind of film. I'd like to give this sucker credit for doing what basically all trauma, mental illness, elevated horror films do nowadays. But then I remember that I almost universally cannot stand the modern equivalent of this kind of film either. Suck it.
Wow.
That is a pretentious, cloying review.
Yeah, it is. Oh, hi, Chet. I love you. I love you, Jay. I love you. Wow. So I think that's a pretty hot take. I mean, like, we're all not saying Magic is perfect, but it's
We
pretty
liked
damn
it.
good.
We liked it.
And I think
Yeah.
that it's, it
Yeah.
kind of regained some popularity this year.
I mean,
And a lot of people were like, wow, this is actually really good. And a lot of it is that performance.
I agree with the Psycho meets the Dummy comparison. I just don't agree with the conclusion.
Right. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, that's like a really good thing.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's really telling when somebody has to throw in there, but again, I just don't get a lot of the cinema music. Like, what?
Sad. Oh well.
So we don't want to tire of this fun little Scott pulled out a camera and it's really distracting. We don't want to tire of this fun little activity. So we're going to, maybe we'll come back to read a few more later, because I know Caleb and I still have a couple more. Neil can just sit patiently with his hands folded in the corner.
I'll just suck it.
You can just make some up. I don't know. But so we're
There you
going to do another game-like activity that I am petrified for.
Back by
I'm-
popular demand.
God,
Yeah.
everyone please fucking pray for us. We're going to do a blind eating thing. And Caleb and I have vetoed during these games the wearing of masks because it affects our drag and our beat. And we're not going to stand for it any longer.
Just gonna have to trust.
Then we're not looking.
Yeah.
Tommy, you could get a midnight snack right now, but
Yeah.
this might be revolting.
I
So
hope you're not a gremlin. No eating after midnight.
no one feed Tommy.
So the spoons are just in case you need to kind of dig into the cup.
Okay. So not
I'll let you
necessary.
know if it's solid or not.
Cool.
God.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
I am petrified. I don't want to do this.
Eyes closed, everybody.
Okay.
What if this is like
Eyes closed.
What if this is a trend we leave in the past where we do the blind eating game? Maybe that's one we leave behind.
No, I don't think so. This is a great game.
Well, I want the
You put
people
it on
to
the
Everyone
thing.
has a cup in front of you.
Okay.
Right,
Am I gonna knock
we'll-
What if I knock it over? Oh, I can't play.
So this one, we're starting easy. We're
Okay.
starting easy. This is a solid. You should be able to just kind of shoot it back into your mouth. But if you use a spoon to kind of dig it, that's fine.
Doesn't smell the greatest.
That is a.
I don't
Oh,
want to.
Oh.
I don't want to. That's gonna come out my nose because I'm laughing.
This is actually one of my favorite foods.
I can't get anything.
Ugh.
You gotta give it a. The texture's horrid.
Ugh.
Where's
Absolutely
the spoon?
not.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Absolutely horrid.
I know what that is. It's
It's slimy, but yeah, it's got a little texture to it.
No.
It's
It's almost like
fuck. What
I
is
know, what is
that?
that?
I know what it is.
No, it felt like
It's very earthy.
it felt like a liver or like some sort of a fucking innard,
No.
and I spat it back into my cup, and I won't eat it.
No, I chewed
it's
it.
almost like what's the thing they put in the Chinese food? The water chestnut.
I like
I mean,
water
it's not-
chestnuts. This was no
I know,
water
I'm
chestnut.
Yeah,
saying-
but that's not like crispy. And,
No,
and...
it'd be like a soggy one.
What the?
I don't know. I know it, but I don't know it.
I.
Should I show it to the people?
Would you like to know what it is?
It's a liver.
What you have just eaten is a beet.
Ah, yes, Jesus.
That is a beet.
Yeah,
From where?
it's like a can beet, right?
Yeah, from a
Yeah.
from a can.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
it's
I
canned
love
beet.
beets, but that was
that was a bad beet.
not a good beet.
Yeah, not a good beet.
The beet
Bad beet.
The
I
beet
can't-
doesn't go on.
I can't do
The
this
beets don't go
texture.
on.
I spat it out because I felt like it was a liver, and mine looks like a fucking
But
little.
you know Scott wouldn't serve
kidney.
you liver.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
I see
matter.
it. I see it.
I can promise you that nothing I'm serving you is inherently disgusting. Everything is food and is edible.
Aww, I quit.
Can we stack our little cups when we're done? Should we stack them up?
Eyes
Okay.
closed.
I'm
Eyes
sorry.
closed.
There's
Eyes
no
closed.
rule that I have to actually like chew and swallow the content, so I'm not
You know,
going
that
to.
is so weird that I couldn't
Oh,
figure out that
thank
was
you.
a beet.
I know, huh? Once you say it,
No, because I knew exactly what it was, but
This
because
feels
I didn't,
heavy.
because I didn't have the visual of this.
yeah.
Should I touch it with my
You
finger?
should be able to grab this with your fingers.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Oh, it
it's
smells
slimy.
awful.
What is? It's huge.
Like, it's so big.
What is this?
God, I hate it already.
Oh, it's another of them.
Potato.
Yeah, guess what's a potato?
What is that? Like a soggy potato?
Oh, it's awful. I'm gonna cry.
Take a little nibble.
I did take a nibble.
Okay.
Right? Is that just like a can?
It feels like it might be a potato, but why is it so cold?
Because it's canned.
Because it came out of a can. That is a canned potato.
Canned potato. I know they make canned potatoes.
I know.
Just very, like I said, I'm not being awful to you.
Yeah.
It's more of a. It's
You
more.
know, I feel
it's more
sorry
of a
for you.
tour of
This is the only
textures.
potato you are able to have.
I would recommend heating it up.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you had just like put this in the microwave, I wouldn't have had that reaction I had. But you had to serve it cold like revenge. Neil and I have like this little infant, like tiny little nibble.
I took a decent chunk, but
You did not. I see it.
no.
All right, eyes closed.
Okay, eyes are closed.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh God.
This one's got a little shimmy.
Okay.
When my eyes were open, I saw Army Beef. Hi, Army Beef.
This is a
Smells like coffee.
a powder.
Well, is it
This is
instant
more
coffee?
of a powder.
Do I snort it?
Ugh.
Do I snort it?
Ugh. Ugh.
It's instant coffee.
Ugh.
No? Yes?
That is instant coffee.
Ugh. Woo.
Little wake up for you.
Yeah.
Little wake up for you. Clear the palate.
God. Oh.
It feels like you're eating dirt.
It tastes like it too, without water and sugar and cream.
I mean, I don't hate it. It's just a lot in your mouth at one time, but
Oh my God, Mark says, wait, is this just producer Scott getting rid of canned stuff, or did I miss something? This is basically that is what's happening.
None of this is 2 years expired like was done to me.
That was so funny.
You're
The
welcome.
expired garlic.
You're still welcome for that. Hello, Army Beef. Thank you for joining in.
Army, what is up?
Army. What's next?
Okay,
What
I know what's
torture.
next.
What fresh hell. I know, I feel like it's
Ugh, I
all
feel
What
dirty.
shat
Close.
through yonder window? Thank
I
you.
feel like a bully. Maybe.
Oh, it's another
dirt or
Oh, it's
something.
cold. It's another
Oh.
cold thing.
It's got a strong smell.
Ooh. Oh.
What is it?
Oh.
So this is new.
How do we eat this?
Oh.
It is a solid. You should just be able to tip.
Oh, that smell
Oh.
is terrible.
Oh,
Should I use
Ah.
my fork, my
Ah.
spoon?
oh, the texture's horrid. Oh my God, it's so soft and chewy. Oh
I'm
God.
scared. I don't want to do it.
Oh.
Oh my
Oh, it
God.
smells so bad.
Ugh.
I can't. It smells bad.
Like chicken?
Don't say that. He said there was. You wouldn't do that to me.
I would not do that to you.
I'm not eating
I'm
it.
sorry. I can't eat that.
No, I spit it out. I chewed it,
Oh.
but then I gave up.
Are we opening our eyes?
Oh, that is like dead human.
Ugh.
What is this?
Oh.
This is meat-free chicken.
Oh my God.
Oh, nailed it. At least I got the taste right. Oh, that is awful.
I hate it. Oh my God. I just felt my
Oh,
stomach
I
turn
need
over.
a drink.
Ugh.
I hate this game. Somebody fucking save me. Ow. Oh, hi.
Oh, man.
My little tiny friends got a glimpse of me. Hi, babies. I love you.
Who?
My nieces and nephews
Oh.
are watching.
Okay. Eyes closed.
We got
And
another
Sandy's
one
gonna
for
try
you.
to not swear, but this isn't a part for children.
Okay.
Okay.
God, that last one
Here
was
you
bad.
go.
That was really bad, Scott.
Yeah, that's like the first thing I have not been able to.
Oh.
I thought it kind of tasted like chicken noodle soup.
No, it tasted like chicken because I said that, but oh,
I was gonna
Okay,
say
this is a solid. Oh, Neil just went for it. I recommend grabbing it with your fingers.
Oh,
it
what?
smells.
Ah.
it's soft. No. I'm sorry. I'm no fun. I can't with this. I can't with this, you guys. I feel like I'm being fucking tortured. Oh, I said I wasn't going to swear. That didn't last.
It's another one.
What is that?
It's a
Mm-mm.
what is it?
You'll like this one, Sandra. You really will.
I'm not going to eat it.
Okay.
Eat it. Eat it.
It only gets worse from here.
Oh, good.
Are you for real?
Worse than that chicken? Oh my! Or fake
No,
chicken?
Worse than what you're having right now.
Is fake chicken called frickin'?
What is that?
Frickin'. Uh oh, Scott's dying.
I'm a bit cake.
I would love it if one of my little nieces or nephews wanted to play this game in Aunt Sandy's place. That'd be real great.
We were trying to get earlier to face some of his phobias.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I think you should.
Should I eat this?
I think you should. Yeah.
I'm just gonna have a little nibble.
I actually opened my eyes. I forgot, but I already eaten it.
Yeah.
But I don't think you'll mind.
What? No, I'm not eating it.
No, it's not.
No.
I mean,
No.
it
It's a pepper.
What?
It's a.
Oh, it is bell pepper, huh?
Yeah.
Why does it look dead?
Yeah.
Why does it look like
it is bottled red peppers?
I'm not playing this fucking game anymore. I hate this game. Somebody please, anybody.
I've
come play
used this in soups. I've used this
Well,
in our
that's different
soups.
than when it's cold and in a cup.
You can't.
Okay, we're gonna give Sandra a break on this one.
What?
This is the one item that Sandra cannot have.
Oh, okay.
Cannot or
praise
will
the
not.
Lord.
I mean, she's already not had.
I've already not had this.
yeah,
of those.
2.
I'm sorry, I can't. The
All right.
texture, the
Neil?
temperature.
Yeah.
Neil.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers, man.
This is also a kind of
Big
solid-ish
rat.
thing. You might need a spoon.
Huh? Oh, are we?
Oh, I thought you said.
Ugh, don't spill
Okay,
it on me.
Okay.
Oh, this does not smell
Can I
good.
smell it?
This does not smell good. Scott.
Oh, I know why I'm not eating it.
What is that? Fish?
I
powder?
can't eat this. Oh my god.
Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Don't do
Oh.
it.
It's fishy as fuck.
Oh,
vicious.
it's all slime.
It's serving fish.
I just got
I
checked.
was
Is there more
very
to
excited
it?
for this.
Is there more to
This
it?
is the piece
Ah.
de resistance.
Oh my god.
You're having a mushroom reaction.
Are this fish eggs? Like really shitty fish eggs?
Yeah, it is.
That is caviar.
It is.
Okay.
That is caviar.
People probably pay a lot of money for that.
Well, now that I know what caviar.
That is
That
not
was
taste good.
that was a no joke expense
Thank you,
for this,
Tommy.
for this
You
event.
can absolutely take my place.
A no joke
Wow.
expense?
That is like.
I will be taking that as a business expense on my taxes.
Oh my god, you actually spent a lot of money on this? Hey.
I know. Do you have a cracker or something? I can... No, I'm not eating.
No, you spat back out
Oh,
into
you're right. I'm
that.
sorry. I forgot. Hey, my spit compared to how much he paid for it?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's caviar from the gas
Oh.
station, Army. It totally is caviar from
Oh.
the gas station.
The gas station toilet.
No. I just got a message on my phone
Ugh.
from somebody who will remain nameless that said, "Eat what's in the cup." I will not eat what's in the cup.
It's like a
Okay.
jigsaw challenge.
I'm giving you something to wash that down with.
Woo.
What is this?
All
like,
right.
like,
Oh my god, I can smell it from here.
it's a liquid?
It is a liquid.
Woo! Okay.
Is it?
Ooh.
Well,
Ooh.
like black
Oh.
licorice. It's a liquid.
That's like anise.
So we gotta drink it. Yeah?
Yes.
Is it medicine?
Mm.
Is this cough medicine?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I think Sandra will like this.
That's delicious.
It is anise.
It's like anise water or something, right?
It sounds real bad.
It's,
I've never tried that before.
It's
but...
it's gas station water.
No.
Have you tried it, Sandra?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I do.
Did he?
Army beef literally said from the gas station.
Okay, this is good.
I like that.
Yeah, what is it?
That's
It's
really
This
good.
is good.
It is water with a couple of drops of anise extract.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
I like that.
Anise water.
You could put this into like a mocktail for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tasty.
Like you have the extract and you added it yourself? Oh, okay. Cool.
Mm.
I didn't think it would be fair to give you straight extract.
And for, and
Thank
for everyone
you.
that's harassing me,
I know,
you
like-
get up here on the show and you eat
Whoa.
what's in the cup.
All right, we have two more, and I think they're
Oh
both
my god.
Wrong with that.
challenging.
Oh, Jesus.
But I need
Again, worse than the fake chicken?
say one or two.
What do you mean save?
Just tell me one or two.
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 Why don't you just do both? This hell won't end.
All right.
Okay.
God, I have like a stress headache from
Jesus.
this. It feels heavy.
I'm not thrilled.
This is a solid. I found this one to be particularly challenging when serving it into the cups.
Oh,
I'm not thrilled.
no.
Is it a finger or just?
Finger or spoon.
Oh Jesus Christ! It's all soft and like. Oh no.
Caleb's just over
This is
there
not a
shooting
bad food.
This is.
I normally like it, but for some reason, knowing that you would be eating
Oh.
it without knowing what it was challenged me.
Did I get any?
Uh,
No. It's a horrible texture.
Yeah.
No. 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 No.
It's got a little spice to it.
I mean, there's something I like
Got a
about,
What
horrid
is
texture.
Is it like kimchi?
It is kimchi.
Yes.
and I do like kimchi,
Yeah.
but I can't
Right?
silence.
It's something about it. Like, I like kimchi a lot.
No,
but
it's so the thing is, I recognize these flavors, but your sight is so like important.
Yes, to like eating
To,
something.
you know, like
Like
if I'd seen it,
psychologically.
I'd immediately go, that's kimchi.
Oh, it's kimchi, yeah.
That's a beet.
Yeah.
That's a, you know,
I like those
that's a
things.
bell pepper.
It's a cold, sad potato.
But when you're doing it blind, it is so hard to figure out what the fuck
Oh,
it
sad
is.
potato.
Oh, Tyler, I'm
Oh,
sorry you're
sorry,
having
Tyler.
a bad New Year. Honestly, like, if I would... I'm so sorry.
all right, final one.
Is Tyler, one of your.
Oh.
No, I'm just
Oh.
sorry, and I'm
Yeah.
sorry for... I'm so scared. Oh my god.
Okay. This is a solid that you probably would be able to just throw back. You can use a spoon, you can use a finger, you can throw it back, whatever you want to do.
Throw it at you.
Okay.
And for anybody
Ah.
else who's having a tough New Year's too, thank you for spending a little time with us, because
Yes.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I appreciate that, and I hope we can make you laugh or
Yep.
make you angry, and you know,
Yeah,
have
this
Hang
to
out with us.
This
about
has
it
a
anymore.
really bad smell again. Kind of like that fake bullshit chicken, that frickin'.
I'll open a can of frickin'. How do you eat this?
Just put it in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth and then spit it out when you're done.
It's just like vegan liver.
Stop. Oh, everyone's spitting it out. I don't want it.
You gotta try it. And then
I don't have
take
to.
a couple of
What is it, like tofu?
Oh
Chicken flavored tofu?
no, it's
or-
got a. Oh no! I touched
Ugh.
my teeth, and I was like,
Ugh.
It's freaking liver.
"Can we look? What the fuck is this?
Ugh, it's.
What
just
the fuck
nasty.
is
It's more
this?
freaking.
Ugh.
It is vegetarian spam, vegan spam.
It is the most disgusting looking
Ugh.
thing.
You know what? I've never had real.
That's
spam
not even a
before.
thing. What, vegetarian spam.
I want to leave. I would like to go home. Somebody please call me an Uber. You know, earlier I said our setup, we look like we were being held hostage. I am being held hostage. The
And
only
it has a weird color to it, man.
Ugh.
the only thing that's missing is I need to hold up a newspaper with like the date on it. This was torture.
Yeah.
This was worse than anything we've ever done on
But
this
it
show.
still had that same
Ugh.
fake meat smell that the chicken has.
I
You know,
can't.
whatever that is that they're
can't.
the,
This
the
is-
I'm not sure what it is.
You know
the
what? This
soy
was
or
satanic.
the...
There's one more challenge, however.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
You
okay.
have to
Fucking
pick
kidding me?
one to have seconds.
Absolutely not.
One to have seconds?
We've like spat in all
Yeah, we
these.
spat 'em
I'm not
all.
like gonna
Well,
like
I will
dig back
give
in.
you new cups.
Okay, I'll take the coffee.
The coffee? I'll take the
water?
I'll take the kimchi or the water or the
Yeah, how about the water? I'll take the water.
The beet. I like beets.
Beat goes on.
Beets are good, okay?
B, you did pop in right at the right moment to watch us really question
Ooh.
what we're doing here.
Okay, we have one water.
I'll take. Give me a
Oh
shot
no,
of
I want
coffee.
a water. I want a water, please.
We got one water.
Take a smidge of coffee.
Midge of coffee.
You're a smidge.
Caleb.
Kimchi, please.
Okay,
I need
I'll have it out to you in just a moment.
Oh, great.
Yay! Well, that was fun. Oh, I guess I spit all over myself. I got
No.
pieces of.
It was literally revolting.
Actually,
and
Sandra probably put it on me.
I probably did. You know what, guys? Don't worry. We're not gonna do that anymore today.
No, I think next year. There's always next year.
Maybe next year I should put the shit in the cups and be like, you know,
Does anyone need a
you guys be my little puppets.
Oh,
Wow.
that is a challenging smelling kimchi, man. It is.
That's some kimchi.
Wow.
Wow. Man, oh man.
Did you see me dry heaving over here?
Yes,
It
it
was the kimchi.
Oh, really?
Bye,
Yeah.
Tommy. Happy New Year's.
Is Tommy leaving?
Yeah.
Bye, Tommy.
Good night,
Thanks for
Tommy.
hanging out.
Happy New Year. Thanks for being
What's
with
it
us.
like in the future, Tommy?
Tommy, tell us. Is the world better? Is the world a better place?
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Wow, what fun. What sport.
Yeah, shoot some coffee.
Everyone should try this sometime, by the way. Just have someone do some blindfold tasting with you.
I do like it, but it's a lot.
Whoa. Cheers.
Are we back?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my goodness. Well,
I have chills all over my body from that situation. We do have something else to do.
you guys ready for a drink? We have a new
Let's
drink.
let's have a new bevy.
Another drink.
Let's do it.
To wash down the
Sins.
the sins of our Scotty.
All right, you know what that means. Let's go to camera B.
Do we have another countdown to do?
Soon, in 4 minutes.
Right.
Oh yeah, we can do it from here.
I'm gonna squeeze by you. Do we use a different? I'm gonna reuse my glass.
Well, this is alcoholic, so you can't.
Um.
And I can give you a non-alcoholic version.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah. Here, we'll just do it for funsies.
Funsies.
Are we over on the right camera?
Yeah.
Hi everybody, welcome to camera B. We're gonna make another drink. This one is called Neil's drink. Does this one have a Christian name?
Ooh, the ice is almost gone. This one was called, I so named it, the Decapitation. It's the one we did at Halloween. I wanted to share it with everyone.
Oh,
because I
share
really
with the
liked it a lot.
world.
That being said, yeah, I called it that because it was a drink I found in Ireland that I liked a lot.
You were there in Ireland.
In Ireland! Okay, so now to do a non-alcoholic version.
Don't worry about me. I'll figure it out.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I can pour you like something. You have a glass somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice class.
Awesome. I'm gonna go like this. Excuse my fingers.
Great.
I'm gonna pour Sandra. So this drink consists of cranberry juice.
Everybody loves a little crayon.
Yes, some decent, good quality maple syrup, which we have here.
Decent, good quality maple syrup.
Yeah.
Please
You
elaborate.
don't want to go with like the Walmart special maple syrup.
Don't do that.
That would not be good for you.
This one's from Maple Joe. That's what it says. Should I put a little fizzy water in there, see what happens?
100%.
I think there's an open one.
Yeah, you could put some fizzy water.
Just to give it a little
Okay.
livelihood.
No, that's a good idea. Maybe a little more so you can go there.
Okay.
Lemon juice.
Vitamin C.
I'm gonna recycle that can.
Okay, for the rest of us, or the rest of you guys, 'cause I'm gonna play it safe and stay somewhat protected from the alcohol.
Alcohol. What about
Okay,
you guys? Are you all drinking?
so I'm putting the
this
small
beers?
end of the
You drinking?
what do you call these things? Jiggers?
Jiggers?
Yeah, the jigger in there. And then we're gonna do, it's 2 parts per drink. 2 parts of cranberry juice, 2 parts, or 1 part. Actually, I like to do 2 because I'm an alcoholic sometimes. But 2 parts of the Jameson Irish whiskey.
Not sponsored.
Should be that.
It should be. Gosh darn it. And then we also put in lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
1 part because it goes a ways.
It does go a ways.
Not drink.
Yeah.
I
I was gonna see if
knew
anybody
that.
else was just not drinking.
Who else is not drinking?
I asked in the chat.
Oh, fair enough.
Tommy wasn't. Tommy was having sunny
Sunburst, sun cloud, sun.
I'm glad
Sundance.
we've got both. That's a good
Absolutely.
thing.
There's room for all of us.
And then you give it a shake, or in this case, I'm doing one of these because I don't have the cap to keep it from spilling out everywhere.
A gentle swirl, if you will.
This is shaken, not stirred, or is it stirred, not
I think
shaken?
so.
This is stirred, technically? That's right. It's quicker this way to get it cold. So, yeah, what are you guys doing tomorrow? What's on everyone's in the chat? What are you guys up to? Taking Christmas lights down?
Do you have New Year's resolutions? Do you believe in
Oh, we
that?
have a countdown.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
All right. Actually, it's like
3,
7,
2,
6,
5,
5,
4,
4,
3,
2,
2,
1.
Happy New Year's!
Central Time! Yeah.
Oh, the whole count? Oh. You can if you want.
I think it's
Or you want to stop?
1.
I like that thing. I think that's fun.
That's fine.
We should do that every
It's a
time.
good time.
All right. So that was for everybody living in the middle of the nation over here.
To the
Army
old...
Beef should have given us his favorite drink recipe before the show. So Army
Producer
Beef,
Scott?
Next time.
Next time, Army
thank
Beef.
you.
All right. The decapitation.
Decapitation.
Yeah, it's all right. I need to... I've done better. I think I need to
I'm a fan.
spend a
No,
little more
I-
time
There's
instead of
something
doing it
really
quick.
interesting
I
about
think
my
it's really
version.
tasty.
Oh, it's the
I
maple
don't hate
syrup.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
No, that's actually better. That's better than these ones.
You like this one more?
I need to go more maple syrup, maybe?
That's good.
I like the
Anyway.
way the maple syrup smells in there. It's really nice.
It does add a little something, something.
So
Anyway, this is a good drink. I like it.
Absolutely. Decapitation.
Decapitation.
So are we gonna hop back to that table?
We're hopping back over.
I'm gonna take a quick bath.
You do that, and then I'm gonna go after you because I also have to go. So Caleb and I will stretch it out. Uh-oh. All right, shall we head back over, Caleb?
Back over.
You go ahead. I'll stay here until Scott tells me.
You're good. You're good. You go.
Okay, we're going.
You can go.
Yep. All right, we're welcoming back. Woo-wee! That was a good drink.
You still have chat over there?
No.
I'll get it. I got it.
Caleb's got it. Or, I mean, Scott's got it.
Left it at the table.
All right, so up next, when Sandra gets back, and then after I disappear for a moment, we have our best of 2023s going on. So that's a fun one to always say what our favorite movies and TV were of the year. That being said, you guys get ready, start thinking. What were your favorite movies? What were your favorite TV shows of 2023? What can you not live without if you were stuck on an island in the middle of nowhere? Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you had
Absolutely.
to bring
Yeah.
only 5 TV shows and 5 movies.
Well,
Or in
Yeah.
Sandra's case, 10. In addition to.
Oh, let's call them honorable mentions.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And a hard time, kind of.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to go through and remember, like,
Right.
go through a
Well-
list and everything. And then even then, I know there were some things missing, so I had to go back and, like, even find better lists that actually listed every single movie released in the year
Okay.
and go through it. So, and then I finally went, oh yeah, that one. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, you'll get all covered for you.
I will.
I'm gonna get some ice.
Okay, well, as soon as you're done doing that, I'll take off. That way you can get in. I don't want to leave Caleb all by his lonesome.
I'm a big girl. I can handle it.
Do you guys like the sound of the ice machine?
The ice machine, it's almost out. You might have to, like, grab it from the inside.
What? With my hands?
With your hands,
Other-
your
other
cold,
side.
dead hands.
That's okay, I'm just kidding.
Oh. But you're actually grabbing ice.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'll let you go.
Back. I tried to climb out the window. That did not work, so I'm back here. Oh, should we get rid of this debris? Producer Scott, do you want to pick up our trash?
Sure, I'll be right there.
So earlier I'd asked if anybody has any New Year's resolutions. Did anybody? Did anybody have any? Did you chime in?
You know,
Is it gonna be a new year, new you? New year, new you.
resolutions aren't something I make.
It's not something
normally.
you truck in.
You know, don't it's not that I don't believe in them, but I always, I like to walk. I used to run a lot.
Me too.
And some of the paths I would always go on back when I did run, it was very interesting to see the sheer number of people out there walking the first week of January.
Oh, they always do that. Oh, hi, popping the popcorn.
And second week of January, it'd be a little less. And then third week. And then usually by February, it was just back to the regular people that you see every time out there. So it's like, I think if you're going to do something, just do it. Don't wait for January 1st. Just do it.
Do it, like Nike.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good. I mean, I don't know that I do New Year's resolutions either, but I mean, it's always good to think about self-improvement, right? Like, that's
Correct.
good.
And that's something that is a constant battle with me, but I don't need a...
But we don't need to open up that wound.
But I don't need a resolution to...
We had producer Scott clear the debris because it was...
Giving you nightmares?
I could see it. I could
see
smell
the
it.
You
potato.
see it? Yeah.
That
When
potato.
you're holding it all at the same time, the smell that came off of that stack of cups was unique.
I seriously, you guys, I have chills. I'm not able to stop having full body chills since that segment. I think I was disassociating for your entire drink because I was just like, what if it comes back? What if the potato comes back?
You're having freaking PTSD.
Oh my god. And like I said, and a lot of these things, if they were warm, it would not be a problem.
There was no room in the world for that thing chicken.
Yeah, that was, I don't know.
No. And the spam.
But yeah. I also just think that, if we'd been able to open our eyes, Sandra would have done just fine.
No, I don't think so. It would have been worse. No, it's definitely worse having your eyes closed, for sure. I've switched to caffeine so that
Hi, Jenica.
keep everybody entertained. Hi, popping the popcorn. Hi, Jenica.
What's up, girl?
I love you.
Hello. Popping the popcorn, you said is here too?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Katie.
Katie, you're on the East Coast also, right?
Yeah.
How's
Yeah.
the future, Katie?
Florida, if I remember.
Or do we have jetpacks, Katie?
Is it finally happening? Well, you have those, but is there one for everyone?
Yeah.
Has Biden sent them out like a COVID test? We can all get jetpacks now.
What about socialized medicine? Do we have socialized
Yeah.
medicine in the future?
All right. What's our next game?
So our next game is actually more of a.
Or,
It's a serious affair. No, it's not. It's just us picking our favorites of the year for movies and TV. So, like we said, this is a casual, fun, silly show. So I usually break the rules on how many movies we're allowed to have, and that has not changed. I in fact have two lists. I have horror movies, and then I have non-horror or horror adjacent movies. Those are my two lists. How about you? For movies, you just have one?
I have 5 movies.
Did you play it safe?
I played it safe. They
I'm a rebel.
are not just horror related because we are not just a horror podcast, YouTube show.
Much to our chagrin.
I felt a little offended when Neil asked that question. Like, do they all have to be horror? I said, what?
Offended.
But then I got over it.
Wow, the drama. The tea is being spilled right here.
I swallowed it back.
Like so much cold potato.
And I will rage later. How's that?
Rage against the dying of the light.
Look at us. We said that together.
I know literary things.
Something like that.
I'm literary Neil. I'm not regular Neil. I'm literary Neil.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is this a real coaster I'm using, or is this like a child's art? Is this?
Yes.
That's someone's. That's the door. You got it?
Someone's at the door?
The who?
Who could that be?
Who
The
could
Dua.
it be now? So we're going to talk about our fave movies and
Okay.
TV shows. Can we start with the TV shows?
Sure.
Because I had an epic fail of a television year. Because here's my thing. I'm just going to tell you. Can I be vulnerable? Can I be
Yep.
vulnerable?
Oh, please. For once.
It's not really. It's not. I'm just being silly. There was like so much stuff, especially TV shows, that I wanted to watch that I did not get a chance to watch or did not get a chance to finish.
Yep.
So that was like really actually like a major bummer when I was like making this list. It kind of put me like in a in a funky mood because I was like, God damn it, I didn't get to finish any of these fucking TV shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there it is.
There it is.
There it
All right,
is.
it's laid out.
Hi, special guest.
We have friends coming.
Hi. The corona has entered the chat. We've got some friends in the background. Hi, friends. We're just about to talk about our favorites of the year. I'm going to start with TV shows. We do have enough chairs. We just have to grab this one from off camera.
Grab a chair there. Chairs everywhere.
Producer Scott, help the people to their chairs, darling. You missed me having a panic attack on air when they made me eat things out of a tiny cup. So that's, you know.
We found the Sasquatch.
Good luck without taking out the cameras.
Okay, let's see if you can do it. Thread that needle. Thread that needle.
Take off the roof.
Very nice. All right.
Well, the roof is on fire. Okay, let's start with TV shows.
TV shows.
Neil, kick it off.
So we're starting with 5, yeah?
Yeah.
Number 5. Mine is a show on Max, previously known as HBO, now Max,
Okay.
and it's called The Other Two. And it
Never
is
heard of this.
Yes, so it's a show about a boy who becomes like an internet YouTube sensation,
Okay.
and his brother and sister are older, and they have to kind of like deal with the fact that their brother has become this huge, famous guy for, I don't even remember what he did. And the brother is in fact trying to be an actor, and his brother's the one getting all the older brother is trying to be an actor. The younger one on YouTube is getting all the fame. His mom becomes his manager, and it's about basically this family and everything around them. And it's in 3 seasons,
Okay.
but it's actually really well done. It's
Who's
very
in it?
funny. There's Molly Shannon is the mom, and the dad,
Okay.
or this other guy who kind of gets involved. Who's that actor? He's in a lot of comedy things. I can't think of his name. He's
Wow,
a
you did
tall
not
guy.
come prepared. You did not come prepared to class today.
I didn't. But The Other Two is actually, it's a really smartly written, funny show. It does some topical things in there. The last season, in fact, like every episode was like they took a style of movie and made the episode kind of like in a genre or a style of film. It was actually really clever, really funny.
Damn.
Um,
Not heard of this.
Anyway, I really recommend anyone who's
Yeah.
got the HBO, you go check this show
Okay.
out. The Other
Um,
Two.
Special guests, you're welcome to anything on the counter if you want to make yourself a little something. And there are chairs for special guests. I've not heard of that show.
And Scott, by the way, has some kimchi waiting for you should you want.
A little
Or,
kimchi
And
treat.
maybe some frickin'.
Yeah.
Would you like
What?
to try some frickin'?
Frickin' is fake chicken in a can.
And I recommend doing it blindfolded. So
Mm,
Okay.
Sounds like panic attack.
Yeah, that's why I had one, Wanda. That's why I had a panic attack. So for TV shows for me, again, this is a big bummer. There were so many shows I did not finish. There were so many, or like I didn't even get to start. Percy Jackson, Goosebumps, Our Flag Means Death, American Horror Stories, Only Murders in the Building, Loki. I have not finished any of those shows. They would be on this frickin' list. They'd be on this frickin' chicken list. But I will say, Righteous Gemstones was phenomenal. How does it keep getting better every year? I love it so much. What We Do in the Shadows, no surprise there. And of course, we all know it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end this last season, but it's good. It's going to go out on a high note, so we got intended. The Last of Us.
Mm.
I had to remember, I was like, holy shit, that was this year? Why does that feel like that show was 2 years ago? It was
So are you doing your entire list? Are
I'm
you
doing
just...
my whole list because mine's so just like nothing surprising.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
because mine's like I didn't finish anything.
So should I not be doing it? 5, 4,
no,
3,
you're
2?
fine. I'm just sad about my list, and then because I'll let you guys talk more about yours. It's just because mine is so
Okay.
like. Ugh. I mean, it's not anything surprising. And then The Fall of the House of Usher is my #1 TV show. Yeah, it's so So it's just kind of sad. I was just like, damn it, I didn't finish anything. I didn't finish. That's my New Year's resolution. Watch more television.
Good resolution.
all right. Well, my number 5 is actually a tie. So I guess that's my little cheat.
Oh,
So-
sorry. Somebody asked me in the
Let's-
chat. I did finish American Horror Story up to what we have because of the writer's strike. We don't have the second half of the season. It was Stories I have not finished.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So my tie is What We Do in the Shadows
Mm.
and Only Murders in the Building.
Love it.
I couldn't knock one off.
Good.
Right?
Fair
Don't.
enough.
So I thought both shows were phenomenal. Very sad that What We Do in the Shadows is ending. I really want you and Scott to finish Only Murders in the Building, the most current season.
We will. We're so close.
I want to sing songs with Scott from the play that they're performing in the movie, which it just they both make me really happy. So
Yeah. Okay. I would concur with you
okay,
in the.
I'll sing those songs with you.
all right.
We're so close to that. But you know what? It was cool is that, remember, Scott and I went to New York this year.
Right.
And we got to
Yeah.
take pictures in front of the building for Only Murders in the
I
Building.
remember that.
So that, like, kind of counts for something. Right? Tell
It
me it
does.
counts for something.
Oh,
Tell me.
totally. No.
Um,
You're thinking you did something
That's
wrong
all
by
math.
not finishing, and it's
Girl
like,
math,
no,
girl math.
you're good. You're fine.
Okay, my number 4 is a show called Shrinking. Shrinking. Have you seen it yet?
I finally watched it.
That
The
looks
whole thing?
so
Yes.
good.
Okay, you like
It's
it?
fun. It's fun.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
When did you watch it? Where was I?
I was traveling.
Shrinking on Apple TV, your favorite.
Was
See-
I asleep?
When he's gone, you
I-
wait for him. When he's gone,
I spent a lot of time in hotel rooms.
This year. Scott did a lot of traveling.
Yeah, Shrinking was an Apple TV show. Harrison Ford. Who else is in it? Jason
Jason?
Segel, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, yeah. Anyway, so they play therapists together in this group, and it's just a fun thing involving family and death
they're shrinking.
and
Okay.
yeah, shrink. That kind
They're
of shrinking.
shrinks.
Shrinks. Yep.
It's not an adaptation of that movie with Matt Damon where they make them so small.
No, honestly,
Downsized.
I flashed on. Remember Shrinky Dinks?
Oh, yeah.
God, yes.
That's what I flashed on. For
Put 'em
some
in the
reason.
oven
Put 'em-
and-
yeah, color them and then put them in the oven. Then they shrink.
And you know, honestly,
Sounds like a fun toy.
I know, right? Put plastic in the oven.
Burnt and then inhale. Inhale deeply.
Genetics play.
That's a Gen X toy.
hey man, that's what they teach you. You know, I also have the Only Murders in the Building and Righteous Gemstones on there, and like you, I could easily put
You
those
can't.
ties,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
on my list. But I don't know. I was trying to go for ones maybe a little more.
It's also hard because like we talk
So.
about those shows so much.
Neil
during
follows
the
the
year, too.
rules, you see.
I know. I know.
I
actually do have a tie.
The rules.
You know.
Sounds like you're cheating to me. It's not a top 5.
So
it's
you
top,
just-
like
nothing else?
6.
No, I'm just gonna chime in when we get to the shows that
Okay.
are on our list. Yeah,
The shows that are on our list.
that's like because I think a lot of us have like the same top like 2 or 3.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Caleb, what do you got? 4? Around 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to go? Okay.
Yeah, sure,
No,
fine.
so I'm not current on this show because I just got Max. So the last week I've been trying to furiously catch up. So just 2 days ago I started the Righteous Gemstones.
Yay!
So we were talking about this at dinner tonight, and I was saying there are no good people in this show, and you were saying like, wait, but right now that's what I like about it. Everyone is so fucking self-centered. They are. I mean, it's like they don't even explain. Like, do they know they're bad, but they're being these religious standouts, like
Mhm.
taking people's money? Or is it just so ingrained in like that culture that that's just what you do? You know, you preach the word of God and then people send you tons of money and then you go do these like huge extravagant things like
Could you say this slower because it sounds like a good plan that I might want to
have an
get in on.
entire like amusement park in your front yard, you know?
Well, I don't want to say too much and spoil.
No, of course you don't.
further
But I mean, these are all
episodes.
thoughts that I'm having right now
Mhm.
as a noob watching the show.
It's a noob.
But I am really, really, really enjoying it. It is very funny.
Yeah, but we've been raving
I know.
about it.
I know.
Yep.
Well,
You know what's
He
super?
got it. He finally got it though.
You know what's like super disappointing?
What's that?
I didn't get to watch. I haven't even started season 2 of 30 Coins.
Oh no, that's on my list. It's
I haven't even
mentioned.
See,
started it.
yeah.
I saw that was on there, but that seemed like a little more. I could start 2-3 things at the same time.
Okay.
And 30 coins, I had to wait for something else that is on my list coming up.
Well, when you do get the chance, so yeah.
No, absolutely.
Fabulous.
Absolutely. It's saved and ready to go.
I actually keep wanting to start it, and then I keep going, well, Sandra hasn't started yet.
Oh,
so
no,
okay.
no,
So
the
you can't
pressure.
talk
So
about
I think
it.
I'll wait for Sandra.
So it's Sandra's fault.
Oh, it's my fault.
So, no, I mean, like
So
you.
she's watching all these other things.
I know. She keeps watching Goosebumps and things instead of like 30 coins.
By the way,
Take the
my
wheel.
son and I, we just started Percy Jackson.
So
And-
excited for
And
this.
he
You
is
like
so
it?
excited about it. He loves it. He
Yes.
can't wait until the next episode comes on. But
Awesome.
we have watched the first 3. We've read the books together.
Scott's a big fan of those books. Yeah.
And these follow the books a lot closer than
Yeah.
that other one.
That fucking god awful movie of which we don't speak.
Yeah.
If you ever wanted to see Pierce Brosnan as a CGI centaur, oh yeah, it's erotic. It is not.
It's something.
It's rage-inducing. What you got?
My
We're
number
on 4,
3.
right? 3?
That was 4, yeah. So number 3
Okay.
I'm gonna have to do it. It's not a surprise, but Ted Lasso. I gotta throw it in there.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
good.
Ted
Throw your
Lasso is a great
lasso in
show.
there.
It's a great show. Not much need to say about it other than it's just an incredibly funny and emotional and poignant show all at the same time. That's it.
Okay.
Sandra is not.
No.
No
Nothing
Ted.
to say
No
yet.
Ted. Okay.
I haven't tedded.
All right.
Producer Scott loves it though.
I love it. Well, I don't. Sandra, do you want to tell your story of your opinion of Ted Lasso, or do you want to keep that to yourself?
So, funny story. So, producer Scott watched the show without me, which was fine because I was like, yeah, I'd like to watch, but like, no, like, like super much. And then he wanted to watch the last episode, and we were together at home. So I was like, sure, put it on. And so I've not seen anything. I know nothing about the show except for it's people playing soccer. That's all I know. And so I watched the last episode, and they're clearly tying up a lot of loose ends as they do at the end of a TV show. And then at the end, I was like, I didn't care for it. But it's a joke. It's a joke because I haven't seen it. I have no reason to care for it because I was like, I had a lot of questions. I was, as you can imagine, I was like, what is, and then should that person be doing that? Is that really okay? And so it kind of made me sad. So I mean, don't be like me. Watch a show from the beginning, not just the last episode.
Fair enough.
All right.
Sorry, Ted.
All right. So number 3 for me is also a show that I just started 2 days ago, and that is The Last of Us.
Yay! It's on my list.
Is it? All right. So we can talk about it.
Yay.
This show, I haven't finished it yet, but I still put it on my list anyway because I can just tell.
Yeah.
It gives me those like season 1 feelings of The Walking Dead where you care about like these, and you just can't wait to see what happens next.
Yeah.
But I feel like they go even deeper, like the was it the Bill and Frank episode?
Yes.
Like just wrecked me.
And none of us played the game except for
No,
Scott did a bit.
didn't even know it was a game. Didn't I have no idea.
What was the Bill and Frank episode? Remind me.
It was the Nick Offerman and
Oh, yeah.
Where they
Yeah.
get
It's
the whole
like,
backstory.
as far as I know, a standalone. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
That was
But,
that was pretty good.
Amazing.
But it was just it made me very
Well,
happy,
so- Yeah.
And it's just well made, well
Program.
acted,
I think it's
emotionally draining,
Yes, it is emotionally draining.
horror,
Program.
drama program. There you go. There you go.
I think you make a good point with the early Walking Dead because we've talked about the Walking Dead on this program.
Yeah,
a
it
lot.
ran its course. Like
For us, it
like
did.
5 seasons too long or something.
And it's like because it gets kind of harder when it's like at the beginning of these things it always feels like the stakes are higher and then it starts to feel kind of like well, where are we going from here? Like I mean in The Walking Dead, spoilers for The Walking Dead, once they get the book that like teaches them how to build everything you need for a society, like windmills and shit, like, okay, so
did
like
it.
you
That's
do
it.
that, and
Right.
then you like fortify your city. So then, like, people, like, if the dead shambles by, you kill them or you don't, or you let the herd move on. And then when somebody in the community dies, you make sure they don't become a zombie. Like, oh, that's it. Like, then it's just, like, life.
Now it's just drama.
No, it's just, like,
Now
life.
it's just a regular
And I
drama
mean,
program.
Because, there might still be the roving gangs of cannibals or whatever, but when there's, like, a whole fucking city who's gonna be like, sir... like, take that shit elsewhere. Like, I mean, it's just, the stakes are just not there.
Right.
And then it's like, remember they had such lofty plans. They're like, we're gonna have 4 movies and 7 spin-offs.
Well, I just saw yesterday or day before they in some magazine they announced the Rick and Michonne limited series.
But does anyone care?
I don't know.
It's-
But because it's Rick, I will watch it. I will be upset that I'm watching it,
Okay.
but I will have to see.
Yeah.
Another hate watch.
It's a
Yeah.
borderline hate watch. And I love Rick and I love Michonne,
Right.
but it is kind of like,
I know.
So
It's like it's
I-
done. Just let it go.
Yeah.
You don't let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
That's all. We don't
Wait,
need
not
more.
Disney. Anything but Disney.
oh yeah, don't say this.
Except
It's
for
so
Steamboat Willie tomorrow. Steamboat Willie, we can start playing with him now. He's public domain tomorrow.
Okay.
You didn't know?
Wow.
Yeah.
But
So-
Steamboat Willie is Mickey.
Yeah. But that version of Mickey, the Steamboat Willie Mickey, becomes public domain tomorrow.
That's awesome.
So we have already started looking like, how can we put this on merch? What can we do?
Yeah.
What can we do with Mickey so we can't get sued?
Why didn't we do that?
Well,
Because we're great planners here at the Cool Show.
we are. Okay, my number 2.
Yes.
My number 2 I took from Caleb's book and did it's a tie.
Okay.
It's
Did
a tie.
you just do it?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
I haven't. But however, they are a tie, and you'll know why.
Okay.
I'm a poet.
He's a tie. You know why?
So basically, I
Bye-bye.
did our flags mean death and what we do in the shadows.
Okay.
Okay.
I had to tie them.
That is a very worthy tie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say.
I don't hate it.
Both shows are phenomenal, and I finished both. And we love our Taika Waititi,
Mhm.
and
Ditto.
we love our
Gay pirates.
everything that show was fabulous.
Yep.
Season 2 was somehow better than season 1.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, and then what we do in the shadows is just fabulous.
It's just so funny.
So we agree. My number 2 is Our Flag Means Death.
Okay.
Fabulous.
I am current on that.
Oh, good.
So we're close.
Which means you're done.
Which
we
means
can,
I'm done.
we
yes.
can see the ship on the horizon.
Right. Are you done?
No.
You haven't finished it yet?
No.
Have you watched any of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you see the Bronson Pinchot one yet?
Mm-mm.
Wasn't that awesome?
I
You didn't
I
think
wanted
so?
to. No, yes, I wanted to bring up something else in that episode
Oh.
that I loved, but now I can't.
Can't
So,
do it because of me.
yeah.
Okay, but you
Just
can.
la, 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 la,
But he
la,
was a
la.
good-looking older.
No, the Bronson Pinchot
I was
has
surprised.
aged exceptionally well. But the part I
Yeah.
liked about it though was when Izzy sings "Lovey and Rose,"
Oh,
which took me completely by surprise.
Yeah.
He has a wonderful, wonderful voice, and I thought that was very sweet. So I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. So.
right.
All right.
You're in the clear.
All better.
Is that me back number 1?
I guess we're at number
Well, I
one.
think
now,
we're all
which
the
I think
same.
we're all.
We're all the same. Should we say it all at the same time?
Yeah, I-
One,
I'm free.
2, 3.
Yeah,
The
Fall
of the House of Usher.
Yay!
We'll keep it spoiler free for the people like me who
It's
haven't
such a
finished the fucking
surprise.
show. It's so good.
It's good.
It's so good. I mean, Mike Flanagan can basically do no wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flanny.
I feel like we could just film him going poo-poo and it'll be fine because
Ew, gross.
somehow.
So I said he could do no wrong, but the people filming him for that.
And then Neil just goes and does it wrong.
That's my point. Is that's how talented the man is.
He's so talented. Everybody in the show is so talented. It's a beautiful eye candy to watch show. It's got some fantastic gore and horror elements. It's incredibly emotionally moving at times. Like I said, one of my favorite parts of watching the show was I didn't look at the titles of each episode so that I could guess what story it was.
right?
Didn't you say you kind of did that?
I did the
too?
opposite.
You did the opposite of that.
I wanted to see the title, so I knew where it was gonna go.
Yeah.
So I could try and catch, the
Say-
things ahead of time.
I wanted to catch it live out
I
in
know
the
you
wild.
wanted to be a smart person, and I wanted to have it fed to me.
Those were your words. I thought we established earlier that you were literary now.
I am literally
I
now.
know. I haven't read Poe, so I don't know Poe from Pooh.
You haven't read any
I don't know
Poe?
Poe from Pooh, so I looked at the episode titles and
You haven't read any Poe?
No.
So this is shocking just because we are readers.
Yeah.
Well, touching my pearls. I would say he's good. I would say he's worth your time.
I've heard he's alright.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get to it.
Pretty
Even
cool.
Neil has read it.
Even I have read.
But I have read plenty of things that Neil hasn't. So
He's read most things.
That's not how I gauge things.
Fight. Book fight.
I wish I had known that prior to Christmas.
I know.
There would have been some Poe in your stocking.
Little Poe in your stocking, child.
You
A
know.
little Poe in there.
Not even in school, Kayla?
Not even in school.
If so, I
Give it
forgot.
up.
Well, actually, now that I say that,
Jesus
that
Christ.
scares the poo out of no. Mask of the Red Death. Is that?
That's
Was
one.
that?
Yeah,
that's one.
Okay, I think I did read that one. Don't really remember anything except there's a party and people are wearing red or something. I don't know.
This is an
I don't know.
edition from Doubleday and Company from Neil.
Ooh, that is some small print.
This is cool. This is 1966.
I don't know that my eyes could. Whoa.
He's a tiny boy.
That's
Wow.
He's a tiny Poe. But this is a really cool edition.
My
'cause
God.
It's antique.
It's an
It's
antique
antique.
from 1823.
I just said 1966. But, that's cool. So
Maybe you read it wrong.
Edgar Allan Poe has entered the chat. Yeah, people are shocked in the chat about you and Poe.
You know what? I like shocking people.
Good.
I don't know what to say to that. They're shocked you haven't read it. Okay, that doesn't change anything. I still haven't read it.
I feel like a bit insecure about your lack of Poe reading.
Not insecure as much as called out a little bit.
No.
The fact you did, yeah.
It's only been waiting like 100 years for you to read it, so I guess.
And it'll be there for 100 more for me to read.
Now it's going to get really complicated when we start
Okay.
talking about movies. Like I said, there was so many good movies this year. There was a ton. So I have 5 that are non-horror or horror adjacent, including one I have not finished. And then I have my top 10 horror movies. But so I have top 10 horror movies, and the top 5 are in no particular order. Does that make sense?
No.
There's too many good
No,
goddamn
no,
movies.
no, not really.
Leave the honorable mentions till the end then.
I will leave the honorable mentions till the end. The rest of the 10. That was kind of what I was figuring. But how are we going to do this?
Okay, so you're saying you've got a top 5 non-horror or horror adjacent, and then a top 10?
5. Yeah, let's
Or
say
top 5.
5. So we'll say I have 5 horror, 5 non-horror, and 5
Okay, and
honorable
then 5
mentions.
honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Maybe get your honorable mentions out of the way.
Well, yeah, but they might be on your lists.
That's okay.
You guys feel okay with that?
Yeah.
Well, the bigger problem is how do we do the 5 horror non? Because I'm going to have.
We're
horror
just
and
going to have to go
both.
one movie, one movie, and if it's on our list, we all talk about it. Let's do it that way?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Then you should start because you have more titles.
All right, let me just rattle off my 5 horror honorable mentions.
Okay.
There's no rules.
There's no rules. There's no rules. We're just friends hanging
It's all
out
handball.
on New Year's Eve, the year of our Lord 2023. So my 5 honorable mentions. Infinity Pool. That movie is so bizarre. It's by Baby Cronenberg. Not the father, but the son. Who I love him. I think I want all the cronies, all of their movies, all of the time, because they're so thought-provoking and interesting. And when I first watched this movie, I was really I was not sure how I felt about it. And then I found myself kind of defending it to people, not in a really righteous way, but a lot of people are like, oh, I really didn't like it, I hated it. And I was like, but what, didn't you think that was kind of interesting? Or, there's one nipple in it that's really long, and that made me giggle. It's long. I can't explain it. I think it's a pretend nipple.
A
Like-
nipple,
You mean long as in like long in...
Like latitude,
not longitude.
not longitude. And it made me laugh a lot. But it's not in a laughing part. So know that going into it.
Okay.
But I can't stop thinking about it. It's like it lives in my head rent free. So I felt for me that deserves an honorable mention because I think I really liked it.
Okay.
You think you did? Okay.
Yeah, so that's one. Thanksgiving is on my list. I really liked it. It barely wasn't in the top 5. Like I said, my top 5 is really in no particular order. I had so much fun watching this movie. It was just a really good year for horror movies, or would have been in there. Attachment. People have seen Attachment. It's on Shudder. It is about 2 girls who fall in love, and one of the girls was raised in a very strict Jewish home, like strict orthodoxy, and so she lives with her mom, and so she's like she breaks her leg. This isn't a spoiler. So now she's got to be kind of bedridden, so they move in with her mom, and the one girl is not Jewish at all, let alone strict orthodoxy, and so it's kind of like her getting accustomed to this world, to this lady, to living in this person's house, and then there's also a really exciting horror element to it that I don't want to give away. Go into it just knowing what I told you. I thought it was really good. And again, in another year, it would have been in the top 5. Megan, some respect on that name.
Yes.
I love that movie. Again, it could have been in the top 5. It is so funny to me. I think it's freaking hilarious. I think it had a really good, like, it had its little finger on the pulse of, kind of current stuff. I was just watching a video today about AI toys, and it's like they're basically Megan, and it's just a trip. And then I thought it was funny. I thought it was silly, and justice for Megan too, because she actually did nothing wrong. I'm a Megan apologist. And then also Scream 7. That was tough to kick it out of the top 5, because I really, really liked it a lot, but it just didn't stick with me as much as my top 5 did. So thank you all. You can collect your little runner-up prize at the door, which is some coffee grounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Used or fresh?
Those are just your honorable mentions.
Not 2 years expired.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So now you've got 2 other lists
Yep.
still we got to get into.
It's a good year for movies, man.
It was.
I did my thing where I tried to basically watch so many movies in the last couple of weeks and try to squeeze them all into the end of 2023. I always do that, and I always don't get to everything. It's such a bummer.
Okay. You keep looking at my list ahead of time.
I'm not. I'm looking at
It's
your
my
Butcher
list.
Baker Nightmare Maker.
This is my list.
I can't even see your tiny little writing over there. Your little chicken scratch.
All right. Well, I don't know how to do this with
Chicken scratch out of a printer?
Okay, to be fair, can I
To
show
be
them on this
fair,
page?
Sure.
Neil's
Oh my
printer was
God.
running out of ink, so he literally had to write in.
Chicken scratch.
There is also so much written on there. It's like you're a serial killer. You've written your manifesto or something over there.
Most of it's about you, Scott.
Producer Scott, how I love thee. All right, let's do this.
Okay. Well, go ahead.
Just start at the.
Number 5.
Yeah.
You go ahead, Kayla. What the hell?
Okay.
Let's see what Kayla's got.
For
You go,
me,
Caleb.
number 5 was a movie that
Fire
seemed
up.
to be kind of hated by everyone, but I actually liked it a lot, and that is Creator. I like to think of this as a Star Wars prequel, unofficially, of course, before First Contact is made, and it's just humans and AI, people. The AI are, they want their rights. They need their rights.
Are they like Megan? Do they dance?
They're better than Megan because they are fighting for what they believe in.
Oh.
And and the young woman whose name I don't know, who plays the main like savior robot type person. I thought did a phenomenal job. And I recommend this a lot. I saw that it is currently now on Hulu.
Hulu.
If you haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, and I really wanted to watch it. It's one of those I just missed it. So, people didn't like it?
It didn't have the box office that Disney was hoping for.
I wonder if it was not good marketing?
I don't know.
Sometimes that happens,
I don't know.
or like they kind of lose faith in it, or they can't find the audience or something. I think it looks really intriguing, and the fact that you had told me, you know, like this is such a good movie and stuff. I'm really excited to see it. I have high expectations.
Yeah, I had it in my honorable mentions.
Good.
Yes, in fact, it
That
was.
makes me happy.
Yeah, no, it was
That
actually.
That makes me
That it was at least there.
No, it actually made my top 5, and then I
Okay.
forgot a
Yeah,
couple
boot it.
things, and it kind of moved its way down. But
Right.
I thought it was a great film.
Yeah.
And I am not, as you guys know, like a sci-fi kind of guy.
Oh,
Or
you
whatever.
kind of stop at Event Horizon.
But no, it was actually a really good
I
film.
saw there was really good storytelling too, like
No,
world
everything.
building and
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said the lead actress, she was really, really good for a little. I mean, for a little
What child?
little gal.
she's probably
For a
like,
little gal.
she's probably like 21 years old.
You're like, she was a toddler in this film. Yeah.
So that was my 5.
Okay.
Number 5. Want to go? You ready to go?
You
All right.
go.
My number 5 is going to be, I think, Evil Dead Rise.
That is in my top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Evil Dead Rise.
We did
been
an
mine,
episode
too.
on that actually, so that's not shocking.
Yeah,
We did?
Yeah, we did.
See, I don't even remember that.
we sure
did
did.
an episode on it.
Oh, we did a full episode on it?
A
Yeah,
full
and it's
episode.
kind of rare that we do an episode on like a
A new
current
movie.
mil-
Yeah.
film. So I had heard of, but it is rare. But it was just such a fun. Did you guys see Evil Dead Rise? Yeah. Oh, okay. Or people in the chat, Evil Dead Rise. What do you think? It's really good. It's fun. It's like it feels like Evil Dead, but it also feels brand new. It's pretty visceral. Doesn't do a lot of pulling away. It has a lot of humor. Yeah, it was just like it was exactly what like an entry into that franchise should be,
Mhm.
where it feels like fresh and exciting, but it also feels a little familiar. And the performances were outstanding.
Yes. Yeah, especially the mom.
Yeah, and we love that there's like 2 female leads in there.
Yep. No, I agree. I thought it was really good. I mean, like I told you guys when we did
You
it,
wanted even more.
I thought they pulled their punches a little bit because they had to probably keep that R rating, was my thought.
Mm.
Because, again, I thought they could have gone a little further, but again, that's just my whatever's complaints of no real need whatsoever because it was a fun film.
Yeah, so that was number 2 on my list.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was number 4, but like I said, my top 5 is
Okay.
it gets hard sometimes to pick like the order in a top thing
It
for
does.
me. Like, yeah.
What's your
especially
number
the
5?
order. Me? Do you want my number 5 horror James?
Maybe do both. I don't know.
I'm gonna
I
do
don't know
both.
how we're gonna do this.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, I have not finished Beau's Not Afraid, but I have seen half of it. So it's 3 hours long. Ari Aster, as he calls it, the Jewish Lord of the Rings, which is hilarious. So far, being halfway through, I laughed so hard. Scott was upstairs and he could hear me laughing. It is so bizarre. It's so weird. And so it's kind of hard because it's like I haven't finished it, but I really like, where I got to. And I love Joaquin. I love Ari Aster. So it like would make sense. But so there's that. And then I also have Saw 10 on my list.
Wow.
Okay.
It's not on anybody else's list.
I haven't seen it.
Haters.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
I loved it so much. I will say it's a bit fan service for us who love Saw, because it's like they knew like, okay, this is what you all like about it, and we're gonna make that exactly for you. And there's nothing wrong, I think, with doing that. And it's also really smart because they positioned it between parts 1 and 2. So a lot of people who have not watched all previous 9 movies can be like, well, I have seen 1 and 2, or you could easily catch up and watch 1 and 2. I think that was really smart to put it in there, and it made me a little. I think I Sandra cried. I did Sandra cry, which is where my eyes well with tears, but no drop shall fall. And it's like I wanted to cry. I was trying to like, is it
Wow.
coming out? But it didn't. So yeah, it just yeah, it felt nice. It felt like a nice, gory, brutal fan service movie.
I didn't know it was
Okay.
takes place between 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that. Is
Yeah.
the Wahlberg in it? Doesn't he come into it? Isn't there a Wahlberg? in
There's a
the song?
Wahlberg in
Okay.
it, but he's not in this
Okay.
film.
All right. Just curious. Is there an Elwes? Missing a foot?
Oh my god, Carrie! Would it be funny if Carrie Ellis isn't in the movie? He just like walks by in the background of the foot.
Or he's still just like crawling along the ground?
All right.
They're like, they just stop on Carrie, go away. He's not in it.
Okie dokie. So
Okay.
let's kill.
So that would be, we're at number 4 now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not really sure. My 4 and 3 probably could go either way, but how I wrote it, I have number 4 is Poor Things.
That's on my list. That's my number 4 on one list.
This movie is...
Is that on your list?
It's an honorable mention for me.
Honorable mention.
Yeah. This movie is bizarre. I mean, but in a really, really, really good way. I love the acting. I love the world building. The writing is phenomenal.
Producer Scott and I watched this on Christmas.
Right.
I don't know that I would say bizarre for it for me, but it's whimsical. I love all of his films that I've seen.
I'm gonna go potty again while you guys talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
They're always just imaginative. It's a Frankenstein retelling, which is really, really exciting. You coming up here for Poor Things?
I am.
And I did definitely Sandra cry at this movie. I just found it gorgeous. It's eye candy. It's poignant.
beautiful.
It's so funny too.
It's filmed on like 5 different film stocks. They did some actual like they like did some world firsts developing for some of the stocks to make it work for film. Which is just, it's so unique. The lenses that they use and the different cameras that they use, beautiful.
Yeah.
And the story is fantastic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to come in here because it's my number 1.
Yeah.
It is my number 1
Okay.
film of the year. It is so incredibly good. If you still have the opportunity to see it in theaters,
You should
see it in
see it on a
theaters. It's worth
screen.
it. It's
Yeah.
really worth it.
With
to see
all
it on
those-
the big screen.
with all those films and lenses.
Yeah.
Emma Stone produced it, and I don't think she's ever been better in anything. And it's dreamy. Willem Dafoe, he's totally almost unrecognizable. Not even physically, but just like that it's him in there playing that character.
And
Mark
Mark Ruffalo
Ruffalo.
is hilarious.
Oh my god, he's so
Hysterical.
funny.
I've seen bits of it.
Yeah.
On the
Yeah.
ads, and I want to see it so bad.
A lot of little like pieces and clips are heavily surfacing because people are just enjoying it so much. Yeah, it's beautiful and it's poignant. It's so poignant too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this was Scott's number 1 movie.
My
Neil.
number 1. So it is a perfect opportunity for Neil to walk away because I'm
That's
glad
true.
I got to pop on.
That's
Yeah,
true.
really.
Now he's
So
gonna get a
excellent.
big hook and yank you out.
Yeah,
Are you making any more of your ecto coolers?
I certainly can. Sure, absolutely.
Anybody want an ecto cooler? So
What I
that
miss?
All right.
was- What I miss?
Poor
So that was
Things.
fun.
It was a good film, right?
Great
Loved
film.
it. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad it made your honorable
Yeah,
mentions.
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, I think it might even popped on it, and then I just
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like I said, I don't, I kind of just went with my gut and tried not to think about anything too hard because otherwise I would be still
Right.
editing. And
One could.
so that was my 4.
Yeah. That was my 4.
Okay, Neil,
And
did you have a 4?
I do have a 4.
Okay.
My 4 is one no one here has seen.
Okay.
Theater Camp.
oh, I guess
You don't know that. You don't know that.
I figure someone would have told me right now.
You don't know that.
I think is it that on Hulu as well?
Yes,
It is,
I think it
yeah.
is. It's
Okay,
a
I'll watch
small little film, but it is so wonderful and heartwarming and funny. And if you love musicals and you love that kind of stuff, Scott, I think you'll love it. Sandra, I'm pretty sure you'll like it a lot.
The trailer
Pretty sure
I
Caleb
loved.
will. You'll be like love, I think, but
Ooh, like love.
it's a really cute film about basically theater camp. Kids go to a theater camp. The adults, the instructors of the theater camp, they all have their little weird idiosyncrasy type things, you know. The kids, of course, they're all very talented kids. They actually do singing and dancing, all kinds of stuff. But of course, they also have their own. I don't want to say the same word again, but their own.
They're all little unique.
Unique
Quirks.
ways and quirks. There, these guys know. I'm trying to say it, and they finish it for me.
We help each other out on
That's what we do.
our fancy trash show.
It's because I've read Poe.
It's-
Wouldn't that be funny? You're like, yeah. While we were talking, I actually read the whole Poe.
But yeah, I couldn't beg you guys more to watch this film so we
I
could
will.
discuss
Okay.
it. So
I
it's a
will.
really charming.
Ooh,
Supposed
to drink when we
Yes,
say
right.
charming.
Cute, wonderfully
Charming.
done film. So check out Theater Camp.
Okay.
My number 4.
All right.
We are, and Neil and Scott and I are theater kids, so that is why he was, I think, especially like, y'all dig it.
Okay. So we're at 3.
We're at 3.
All right. So my number 3, like I said, my 4 and my 3 are pretty much interchangeable. So,
Yeah.
But for 3, I've got Saltburn,
Saltburn is on my list.
which seems like another movie that not very many people saw,
Oh, except for everybody saw it last week.
but it is gorgeous.
Yes. People like the
Oh.
no Neil, Caleb, I gotta tell you because you guys aren't
Okay.
on TikTok.
All right.
You oh my god, it is all over TikTok.
Oh.
It is like a hugely trending thing, and I think it was very smart of Amazon to drop that movie Christmas weekend because they were counting on people being home and watching it, and they did.
Yeah, I guess. It's unfortunate that you didn't get to see it in a theater on a screen. When
It's too limited. The run was too limited.
during Thanksgiving when it opened. But I love this movie. I love the payoff at the end, because you're just wondering like what is going on here. And it is so very worth it, and can't recommend it enough.
Yeah.
Just like the people on TikTok.
Just like the TikTokers say.
I'm TikToking right now, right?
You are, in fact, you're doing actually a TikTok dance.
I'm TikTok.
You're doing a TikTok. It's so good. I haven't met anybody I know in person or like that I follow online, like a mutual or anything, that hasn't liked this movie. Like, it's one of those rare things where it seems that like, does everybody just like fucking like it? Like, that's so cool. It's on your list.
It is on my list.
Neil had described it to me when he saw it first. He said it was very gothic in nature, and I was like, gothic, okay, because I love true gothicism and like a gothic theme, and I get what you're saying. I was picking up what you were laying down. It's hard to say. I kind of filed this under horror adjacent because it's like it's kind of a dark dramedy, like is kind of the best way to describe it. Emerald Fennell, girl, can you do anything wrong? I don't think you can. She's amazing. So many people that we love is in the cast too. It's a stacked cast. And it's just very dry British humor and so dark too. And there's a couple of scenes that will live rent-free in your head. And yeah, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful to behold.
Mm-hmm.
Great soundtrack.
Yeah.
So can I tell you that Saltburn was my number 1?
Oh,
My number 1. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Why?
I want to know too.
Because of its gothic nature.
Yeah, because of its gothic, modern day gothic. For every reason that you guys said, I love the story. I love that the ending. I didn't exactly know where it was gonna go.
Yeah.
The acting, everything about it. It was a beautiful to see film. I like movies that are disturbing and all the things that this film is. It just was not a film that I think, no matter what you think you're gonna watch, it's not what you're gonna watch. You know what I mean?
That's a good way.
So I just like, I just thought it was really, really well done.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Rosamund Pike.
Yes, and
The dad.
One of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Richard E. Grant.
Thank you.
yes.
He has a small role in it. I could have used more Richard E. Grant, but
Oh, but
he's
he was so great.
he's so
Just as, like
unhinged.
this, like
Yeah.
rich, out of touch,
Scott was
and
like,
yet fiercely protective of his family.
at one point, Scott asked me, he's like, why is he so crazy? And I'm like, the aristocracy is quite inbred. Quite inbred is the.
Yeah.
And it was also like
You're so wise, Sandra.
so wise. And like the characters are just a hair older than Scott and I, so there's a lot of early 2000s-ness to it that made us really nostalgic too.
Yeah.
I mean, Elordi's eyebrow ring alone, I was like, oh, everybody had eyebrow ring. And for folks who haven't seen it, again, go in fairly blind, just with, and I know it's hard because it's probably so overhyped for everybody,
Right.
but the elevator pitch that I give it is that it's about two boys who meet at Oxford, and one's really rich and one's really poor, and the rich one takes the poor one under his wing, and things don't go as planned.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's my pitch.
There you go.
So Saltburn was number 3 on my list,
Right.
and then also number 3 on my list, again in no order, is the Blackening.
3A and
Mm.
3B.
Yeah. So have we all seen The Blackening?
No.
No.
Oh my gosh, people. So it's so good. I've watched it 2.5 times, and it is still Yeah. I watched it 2.5 times, and it is still funny. It is still very funny. One of the halves was an airplane, so that's why it was just
Okay.
I can't be faulted for that. I was in the air, but so funny. Everybody who is in on that film, they're very talented actors and writers. It's one of those where it's like you just want to know these people in real life because they're so incredibly funny and clearly smart too. Producer Scott, was that one of your tops of the year as well? The Blackening? No.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention. I'll take it. It is rare that a horror comedy is funny and also a true horror movie, in my humble opinion. And I think this is very successful at both, at being achingly funny, like side-splittingly funny, but also like clearly made by people that love horror movies. And there's still some fun gore and blood and stuff. So The Blackening and Saltburn.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Let's kill it,
All right.
right?
Well, my number 2 is Evil Dead Rise, so
Okay.
we've already talked about.
I could hit you
Well,
with
there's another one you had then that got misplaced somewhere, right? You haven't got to talk to yet? That maybe was lower down?
No, I have a number 1.
Oh.
Okay. What
Okay.
made it into another?
All right, well, my number 3,
Yeah.
I have a number 3, which is When Evil Lurks.
Well, When Evil Lurks is
Yeah.
technically number 1 on my
Yeah,
list.
that's number 1 on mine too.
Yeah.
Technically.
But yeah,
It
Um,
is actually my number 1.
for
Oh,
reals,
okay.
for reals and for serious.
Wow.
Make your list, Producer Scott.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Wait, evil. Yes, it did.
When Evil Lurks.
Yes.
You loved that movie. I'm
Yes,
like,
it
what changed? Why have you cooled on it? No, okay. Why?
It's a ooey gooey.
It is.
Like, I'm not wrong.
It is ooey and gooey.
Yeah, no. I like how it just starts and it's just like, this is how it is. We're not going to explain why. We're not going to tell you why. These are just the rules of this world we're living in right now.
That was the
Accept
rules.
it.
We're gonna break for a countdown in a minute too.
Yeah, that's right.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
It was number 2 for me as well.
Number 2.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's also 2
Countdown
minutes.
is sooner than 2.
Well, here, why don't you talk about When Evil Lurks for a second, and then we'll come back to you.
Okay. Yeah, I like it because it starts out quick. It's lots of cool in-your-face kind of shit. Like, there's no better axe to the face than this movie, if you ask me. Especially when it's in self-inflicted axe facing. Like Caleb said, the fact that there's just that. I mean, can I say it what it is, or no? Should I not give it away?
Don't give anything away.
Okay, fine. The way the world is now, like Caleb said, it is, and that's just you got to deal with it in this
Yeah.
movie, and that's really cool.
10,
9,
8,
Deal with it.
7,
Deal with it.
Let's deal with it.
5,
4, 3, 2, one.
Happy New Year's,
Year.
Mountain Time!
Yay! Hello, Montana.
Yay,
and
mountains.
Colorado and
Yay!
Rocky Mountain High.
Do you want the video again?
No, that's fine.
no video.
That's
Okay, yay!
You did
Yeah,
it.
you did it.
You made it to another year, hopefully.
What's it like in the future?
We just keep repeating the same fucking jokes.
For 3
From
years
last year.
straight.
Yeah.
Are there jetpacks yet?
How about them jetpacks? You got one? So if I could piggyback on like what you guys
please.
are saying with
More
that, like,
eloquently.
oh, you're being very eloquent in your fine hat, my lady.
Your New Year's Eve finery.
We were saying earlier that you kind of were giving off John Carver
John Carver
Thanksgiving
vibes, yes.
vibes. I think it's really cool. Like this happens a lot in books, a lot where there's not an info dump at the beginning,
Mhm.
but it's like it's parceled out to you very slowly, and it's really exciting because you're. Oh my god, it reminded me of the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin,
Yeah.
a book
Yeah.
that we love,
Yeah.
where you're like, this is our world, but it's different, and like they're just like they trust you to be excited and to be thinking like what's happening, like what's going on, why is this the way this is, and it's smart filmmaking, and I don't mind if sometimes things have a nice big exposition at the front, but it's like it's kind of exciting for this film. It's certainly like it enhanced it, like you know that there's a lot of world building going on, but you just don't know it all at once. Super gory, super scary, super gross, and characters that you become invested in, and
Yeah.
some characters that
Pretty traumatic.
are very fine to see die. Very fine. Don't get attached to anybody in this film.
Mm-mm.
No, don't. Yeah.
No.
And it's cool because this was kind of like, you know, so many of us loved Terrified.
Terrified.
I mean, that's like a movie, another crowd pleaser. And this kind of feels like the same thing. I haven't really run into a lot of people that had anything bad to say about this movie.
Yeah, I don't know how you would, man. Jesus. You guys see it? Not yet?
It's on
Okay.
Shudder.
On
So,
Shudder, okay.
yeah.
Check it out.
check it out.
Check it out.
check.
Check it out.
When evil lurks.
Can I wrap up my last little bits?
Take it.
My last little gory bits?
Just before I forget, can we link all of these films underneath this when we're done with the live show, just at the bottom, so we can
Sure.
say, hey, these are all the films you should watch.
Well, maybe not all of Sandra's, but
Yeah, maybe not all.
Hey,
I mean,
a lot of these were on everybody's list. So Barbie, hello. Barbie.
I thought about it. I thought about it.
Thought about it. Barbie's brilliant, and I know Neil had a bad movie watching
Yeah, I
experience
gotta watch
with
it
it,
again.
so he needs to watch it again. So
Yeah.
it's almost like you just kind of putting a pin in it
Yeah.
because
I'm
your
not writing it
experience-
off. I just, I need to watch it
your
again.
experience wasn't good, and that's really tragic. I've seen this one twice now, and I will watch it probably 500 times in my
Wow.
lifetime. It's brilliant.
Theater camp first. Give me a theater camp.
I will.
watch.
It's definitely comfort movie level, like
Okay.
absolutely comfort movie. Obviously, it means a lot to us women folk and us femme folk. It makes me really happy that a lot of conservatives got really mad about it. Like they got really butthurt about Barbara, and that's a treasure. As a doll collector and doll enthusiast, also see my Wandy in the audience. It's so exciting to be like, yes, Barbie. Like, it's funny because of my dolls I collect, I'm not a major Barbie collector, but it's like I actually got like a new Barbie recently because I was kind of like, you look cool again. Like, I like you. And it's so funny and it's so moving. And, you know, there's a America Ferrera's monologue in it that really hits home for most femme people. I can't say enough good things about the movie. It really is the hype because it's real. Producer Scott, where did Barbie fall on your list?
It's in my top 5.
Your top 5. And
Probably
then
about 4.
so then I have one, and I scraped this one in at like midnight last night. Sisu, which was
Oh.
like one of my most like anticipated films of the year. It's in Scott's top 3.
That good, huh?
It
All
is
right.
so good.
Yeah, that
And
was
It's so hard because I don't want to overhype it. Obviously, as a Finnish American, it's like really like obviously I'm gonna like overhype it. Because we don't get a lot of movies. It's by the same filmmaker who wrote and directed Rare Exports as well. And what's his movie you guys all love.
Yeah.
And me too. It made me so proud to be Finnish. It reminded me so much of my family in a lot of ways, like Finnish things always do. It is so fucking brutal. It is so gory. It is very pulpy.
Yes.
It even has chapters with titles, like a pulpy western. And who doesn't want to see Nazis die?
Yeah.
Everybody likes to watch Nazis get tortured and murdered. And it's also got the most absolutely beautiful landscape in the background. And it's funny.
Another one that makes it on my list, not just because it's a great and very fun film. I mean, it's a really fun. It's beautiful. Whoever did the color grading specifically for the film should get an Oscar for how well they did. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
So proud. Oh, and I cried. Sandra cried.
No, you real cried.
I real cried?
Yeah, you real cried.
I was so tired.
I saw it here.
Wow.
Did I cry? Did it happen?
I recently got it from the Lionsgate Christmas present they sent.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
they
I'm
gave you
gonna-
the whole movie?
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna,
they sent it down. So
I'll be able to
So
watch
here's the
it.
thing. Lionsgate for our work would normally send us a Blu-ray,
Oh.
but Blu-rays are old and no one wants them now. Maybe they're just
What is this
expensive.
garbage?
So Saw, The Blackening,
Mm-hmm.
Sisu. I feel like there was at least one more on there that.
When Evil Earth?
The one I got had
No, something I wanted to see that was Cobwebs, I think, was
Oh, yeah,
something
yeah.
that was I've seen on a lot of people's lists.
Right.
Yeah, that looks
I
interesting.
don't even know that got much of a theatrical release, but I know that was from Lionsgate, I believe. So I was kind of expecting to get those so I could watch them, but
alas, they sent Jesus Revolution
They sent-
and
yeah.
Dear God, it's me, Margaret,
Yeah.
or whatever.
Dear God, it's me,
Yeah.
Margaret. Dear Jesus, take the wheel. It's
Yeah.
Marge.
Yes, they did.
So they sent those all to you, like on a.
Like a down,
digital.
a digital download,
Yeah.
which I looked at
Oh.
it, went like, here you go, little brother. Merry Christmas.
Well, that's nice of you.
Wow. So that's exciting. So some things that we need to get caught up on ourselves.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We
I got
look-
one more left, by the way.
We need to
Yeah.
look inward.
Okay, what's your last one?
Are you ready?
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
You ready?
Ted Lasso.
My last one. Film that came out earlier in the year.
Okay.
Is
Air.
it? I think I knew it. Yeah.
Air.
Yeah.
A-I-R.
Everything you wanted to know about, or didn't think you wanted to know about basketball shoes, made really interesting.
Oh yeah, I've
Yep.
heard of that.
Matt Damon.
Really
Ben Affleck.
interesting.
Is that like your number one?
It's my number 2.
Oh.
Yep.
That's a good movie.
Air was, it was, again, probably, to me, the best thing Matt Damon's ever done, the best film for sure Ben Affleck's directed and probably acted in. But it's got a stellar cast, and the story is absolutely intriguing.
Yeah.
Everything I didn't know about Michael Jordan, and the whole Air Nike brands, and about Nike and Adidas and the battles and everything about it. It was absolutely fascinating.
Mhm.
It is a fantastically written film. I cannot believe, and the pacing, poof. I mean, they nailed the pacing of the film. Really, I watched it 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 times in the theater, and then when it finally came on Amazon, I
Mhm.
made the wife watch it. And
Where was that rewatch of Barbie in those 3 or 4?
Eric came out earlier in the year,
Just teasing.
so
You did the I'm just teasing.
but I know. Air, yeah, I love that film. I think it is just a fantastic film.
I considered it's
It's on there.
definitely on there.
Okay, honorable mention type thing.
Honorable mention for sure.
All right,
Awesome.
I do believe you would like it, sir.
It's a good year for
Yeah.
films.
I didn't think I would care. I really didn't.
For
but-
Air?
Yeah.
It rhymes.
And we all left there going,
Right.
"Holy
like,
cow!"
what the?
What the fuck did we just watch? Why did I like it so much?
I mean, it starts out, the music in the very first second of the film is Money for Nothing by Dire Straits. I'm like, okay, this is good. Okay. So,
Could you sing a little?
oh yeah, money for nothing, your chicks for free. Bum, 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 bum. Anyway,
That was good.
thank you very much.
People didn't know that they were gonna get like a karaoke moment.
Ooh. I usually charge extra for that. That's why.
Oh, I like that Mark Visions True said, When Evil Lurks was the uncut gems of horror movies. Oof, stressed out good. Uncut gems. I heard about uncut gems.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it too. But it did stress me out. That's like, it's hard when you're a jaded old horror fan and a lot of things don't necessarily scare you, but they stress you out. Like they make you feel that anxiety, that tension. You can't replicate that. And in one of the reviews that I looked at for Magic, one of the positive reviews, they mentioned the scene where that scene where he's at the table with her and the cards, and it's like the tension in that scene is so brilliant, and it's like that's what's fun, that's what's scary.
Yes, no question.
Is the tension.
Yeah, well-made film. That's what you feel now.
Yeah.
When you're an old weathered horror fan.
Oh, Jaden Seabird, like ourselves.
Do you guys have more left, or is that it?
Nope, that's all I got. You got more?
Okay.
No, that's
No.
it.
Oh, the only thing I had on honorable mention is Cocaine Bear.
Oh, I didn't see Cocaine Bear.
So I threw that on as honorable because that was a real goddamn fun film.
Yeah,
So
that was fun.
I didn't see that damn bear.
Cocaino de Bear.
Making no one's
Also-
lists. Skinamarink.
Yeah, no, I didn't see, but
Skinny Marinky Dinky.
Was that this year?
Yeah, and that was on
Are we
Plenty
all
of-
on the same page on that film?
I'm a little
haven't
bit-
seen it.
I'm more forgiving than many.
I started and then I was like, nah.
Good for you.
So yeah. But
Scott
it's-
Rage watched it. I'm more forgiving of Skinamarink. But you know what? Skinamarink is on a lot of people's list this year, so she's doing just fine.
It's all right.
So no sloth. The slother.
Slother-
The Slother
or-
House was honestly like on my honorable mention.
Oh,
Like
no.
if you
A new list for
Yeah.
honorable.
it was like on
honorables.
there with like Five Nights at Freddy's and some other things where it was like I had a good time watching it. Slaughterhouse, though, honestly, I think that's on fucking Hulu again. Hulu sponsor us, hello. It is such a cute movie. My face hurt from smiling in that movie. You will get cute aggression with the goddamn sloth puppet. It is adorable, and it's got a fun little poignant message at the end. And the sloth is a girl boss. She's the girl, like me. She's just the girl's girl. So you must watch Slaughterhouse.
You must increase your slaughterhouse.
So,
Hi,
Well-
Christy.
hi, Christy.
Hey.
Hi, Christy. Well, we got a New Year's review.
The whole year.
The whole
year.
year.
What time is it? Do we have
Do you
Yeah,
want to
45
explain year in
minutes.
review to people?
Sure, Caleb, anyone need to use the restroom while I explain or anything?
Nope.
or-
You have not had to pee this whole time.
I know.
That's powering through, man. The year in review. Every year we go through and try to summarize the typical bullshit that occurs in the year. Sometimes it's good, usually it's bad for the most part. But we just try and basically put a little thing together to remind everyone, because a lot of times we're going through this stuff going, my God, that was this year. But,
Yeah.
And believe it or not, it was. So we're going to go through month by month, read you the good, the bad, and the Scott, and see what happens. So,
Unnecessarily harsh. Oh, look at him. He's genuinely hurt.
that was just a joke. I'm sorry.
Producer
Hi, everyone.
Producer Scott. Producer Scott, could you please be a good possum and get me another Coke with ice?
I don't know. I might not be able to do the ice, but I can do the Coke.
Please.
We went through a lot of ice.
Doesn't the fancy fridge make more
It makes it,
ice?
but
Not
You
not
know
at
what?
the rate you guys were going through it.
there might be some in the freezer in the garage.
Oh, that sounds like a horror movie thing to
Yeah,
go out to
the
get
old-
the ice.
the old
May not
ice.
return.
The old
The old ice.
old,
You
old
need like a
ice.
hook pick to like get at it.
Don't worry about the weird animatronics that'll be in there
Oh,
looking at you,
no.
Scott.
He's
Like, you might actually
absolutely
find like
staged
Brendan
them.
Fraser buried in that ice. Like,
No one has seen him since the Academy Awards. Where is he? He's in Neil's Ice House.
It was more of like an Encino Man joke.
I know, but I like where I took
Happen if
it.
That's true.
Okay, so you want to start?
You're in
Or
review.
wait for a drink.
No.
Okay,
Who's got Jan?
I've got January.
Starting with the Jan.
Okay, so January 1st, actor Jeremy Renner is accidentally run over by a snowplow, breaking more than 30 bones in his body.
That was this year?
That's so
January
scary.
1st. Pretty
God,
much
that's
sums
scary.
up the rest of the year.
What, you didn't do anything else for January?
Yep, that's no, I'm kidding.
I was gonna say, damn. I mean, that was big, but
January 5th, Pocahontas revealed to be actor Edward Norton's 12th great-grandmother on PBS Finding Your Roots. That's news, right?
Eddie Norton.
Eddie Norton, related to Pocahontas.
Wow.
That's nice.
January 8th,
That's a cool show, by the way. That's a cool show.
percussion review Stomp closes at the Orpheum Theater in New York City after 11,475 performances.
That's a lot of stomping.
That was a lot of stomping. Sandra, you might want to cover your ears for this one. Toadzilla, a large cane toad, and unofficially the world's largest toad at 2.7 kilograms, discovered in Australia. The invasive pest was later euthanized. That was the part you were supposed to cover your ears for.
I was like, what can I hear about Godzilla? I love her. Oh my god, they killed him?
They killed Toadzilla.
Couldn't they put Godzilla on tour or something? Like,
I know, right? That's like, no, you're just dead because you're invasive. Like,
they're like, oh, how cute.
can't you like put him back to where it came from or something?
That's what I'm
Or
saying. Like, could we put it in a zoo?
maybe it belongs in a museum or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. Anyway, this next one's sad. January 13th, actor Julian Sands reported missing after failing to return from a hike on Mount Baldy in Southern California.
That was
so
sad.
Very sad. January 15th, Mexico enacts world's strictest anti-smoking laws, banning smoking in public places such as beaches and parks.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Wow, thank you.
I hope no one gets drunk and goes around trying to bum a smoke. That would kind of suck for them.
You get in trouble.
January 17th, revival of 80s sitcom Night Court premieres on NBC.
It did?
Neil is happy.
Until I watched it.
Oh, I remember talking about this now.
Yeah.
That felt like a fever dream.
Yeah, that was a long. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Huh?
Damn.
Let's see. January 23rd. Japan on the brink of not being able to function as a society because of its falling birth rate and high life expectancy, says Prime Minister Fumio Kishida in a speech to Japanese Parliament.
How fascinating.
Yeah. You don't think about those things, right? But
No.
I guess they know what they need to start doing. January 27th, urgent search announced for a tiny radioactive capsule which dropped out of a truck somewhere along a 1,400 kilometer journey in Western Australia between the dates of January 11th and 14th. Capsule was found on the side of the road on February 1st, which isn't my note. Notable,
That's scary.
right? I know.
Where's that
like,
movie?
Notable deaths: singer-songwriter Lisa Marie Presley, guitarist Jeff Beck,
Yeah.
and actor Cindy Williams, the Laverne and Shirley fame.
Cindy Williams.
I didn't do many deaths. Were we supposed to do deaths?
I did deaths.
Oh, shit.
There's no wrong way to.
I think I have like one death.
All right, that's it. That's
Find a way
January.
to ring in the new year and talking about death.
Okay, I got February. All right. February.
I've poured cup. I've gone to pee, and we just got to February.
Oh, we're adding color commentary.
Balloon Gate. Chinese spy balloon spotted over Montana. Chinese officials insist it's probably a bat. Balloon makes its way over the U.S., finally being shot down over the East Coast.
The memes that came out of that, gold.
The Ukraine-Russia war enters year 2. President Biden travels to Kiev to show support for Ukraine. A freight train crashes in East Palestine, Ohio, resulting in release of billowing blooms of toxic gas from the politicians, with Republicans blaming Biden, Biden blaming Donald Trump, and the Chinese blaming a bat.
I feel like I need
I
a
threw that back in.
I know. I feel like we call that a callback. I feel like we need a murder board for like the little pieces of string.
It's not over yet. LeBron James sets a new NBA scoring record, previously held by U.S. Representative George Santos. See, because he lies a lot.
Yeah.
Nice.
Notable deaths: Burt Bacharach, Raquel Welch, Tom Sizemore, Richard Belzer.
Richard Belzer was sad as a major Law and Order.
Yes, if you know the Law and Order, right?
Yeah, as I am. Was that we're in March? That's me.
March.
Okay, so don't worry, the story has a happy ending. But the Finnish parliament votes 184-7 to formally approve the country's accession to NATO and to adopt the military alliance's founding documents. Hungary and Turkey were like, I'm going to take my time. And they had some notes. But like I said, it all ends happy. And NATO enlarged, and some other countries joined NATO this year too.
Yes.
More than 2,000 shelters are destroyed in a fire in a refugee camp in Bangladesh. That was fucking devastating to see when you've already lost everything and then you lose what your basic shelter. A lot of joy. You like all this? This is good. The French Senate votes 201 to 115 to raise the legal retirement age in France from 62 to 64, despite mass strikes against the change. And there was some really funny memes and stuff that came out of that, because the French people were, don't piss them off. They will chop off your head. Like, if the government is wrong, they don't like that. And this year's Oscars, Everything Everywhere All at Once, film beloved by the cult show, wins 7 awards, including Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Original Screenplay, Best Director, and Best Picture. Malaysian actress Michelle Yeoh becomes the first Asian person to win the Best Actress award for her performance in Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I think she's the only second woman of color to also win that award. Well deserved. The Parliament of Uganda approves a bill with harsher provisions against homosexual relationships. The bill includes the charges of aggravated homosexuality and attempted homosexuality, with sentences up to 10 years in prison. My God, Uganda, get with the program. And South Carolina prominent attorney Alex Murdaugh found guilty of murdering his wife and son after a scandalous series of events. Yeah, there's some good docs about that out there.
Yeah.
Scott's chair has joined the chat.
His chair is squeaking. Got any more?
That's March.
Oh, sorry. All right.
Oh my God.
April 2nd, Lake Tulare, once the largest body of water west of the Mississippi River, reemerges after a series of rainstorms hits California's Central Valley. Remember that?
Yeah.
We got a lake.
I remember. Do you remember? I remember.
April 7th, U.S. District Court suspends FDA's approval of key abortion pill, leading to U.S. government request for legal appeal to stop nationwide ban. Where are we at with that? April 12th.
Not
yeah,
good.
I know. April 12th, New York City appoints the first ever rat czar as Kathleen Karate, becoming the city's first ever director of rat mitigation.
Rat czar.
The rat czar.
Can I nominate myself for rat czar?
Oh, I don't think you want to be it. I don't think that's a job you want.
Well, dress for the job you want.
Well, yeah.
That's how I'm going
But
into
as a
2024.
lover of animals, I don't think that's the job you want.
You don't know what I'm going to do as rat czar.
Yeah, I think what they want you to do would get you fired if you don't do
pizza
it.
for every rat.
April 13th, American FBI arrests 21-year-old members of Massachusetts Air National Guard for leaking classified documents. Who doesn't have
Documents anymore?
classified documents?
Everybody's got them, apparently.
Yeah, or security, or not. Yeah, anyway. April 15th, Germany ends its use of nuclear power, closing its last 3 nuclear power plants to focus on renewable energy. Good job, Germany.
Good job.
You get a gold star.
Another sad day, April 16th, Broadway's longest running show, Phantom of the Opera, closes at the Majestic Theater in New York City after 13,981 performances over the last 35 years.
Very sad.
And
Neil Perlmutter was never the
I was
same.
And
I only missed
7
one.
Tony Awards.
Missed one. You were sick.
I had a headache.
They asked you not to come.
April 17th, new research shows the Great Pacific Garbage Patch now has coast creatures living and breeding in it, including jellyfish, sponges, and worms, raising concerns about the spread of invasive species.
The trash floating in the ocean is the worst invasive species of all. Can we all agree on that?
There you go.
The flotilla of trash?
April 20th. All right. SpaceX's Starship rocket, the most powerful ever made with 33 booster engines, launches and explodes 4 minutes into test flight. Blames centers on Elon Musk's rush to launch on 420.
He wanted to want on
Jackass.
420. We'll blaze it up 420.
Let's see here. What do we got?
But-
What do we got?
But it just blew up. It didn't blaze, it just blew up.
Let's see. India surpasses China as the world's most populous country.
I didn't hear that.
This was news to me too. India is estimated to reach 1.7 billion by the year 2064.
That
Yeah.
seems like a lot of people.
Notable deaths. Broadcaster, actor, politician Jerry Springer.
Jerry.
I know, right?
Jerry.
Like,
You just say it like a sad voice.
yeah.
Jerry.
I know.
Jerry.
For me and many millennials, we were raised by Jerry
No, yeah,
Springer
that's
during
the
the
thing.
summers.
That was the thing.
Yeah.
Singer Harry Belafonte. Entertainer drag icon Barry Humphries, aka Dame Edna Everage.
That's going to come up.
And
Spoiler alert.
entertainer drag icon Heklina was also
San
in
Francisco
April.
drag icon. That one was really sad.
All right. May.
Yes, she was.
It's gonna
May
be
I-
May.
May. Washington bureaucrats wait for the last minute before extending the federal debt ceiling and postponing a financial U.S. meltdown. Anheuser-Busch continues to struggle from a consumer-led boycott resulting from a Bud Light promotion featuring a transgender woman.
Oh.
Has-been musician Kid Rock posted a video of himself showing shooting stacks of Bud Light cases. Anheuser-Busch issued a statement saying it would focus advertising on sports and music. Target also joins Bud Light in shifting marketing due to the opposition of its inclusion of LGBTQ communities.
It's not like they're promoting leprechauns. Like,
Right.
queer people exist. Like, I can't fathom it. And to have enough money to shoot cases of beer is
Wasteful.
wasteful
Yeah.
and very un-American.
In my-
Not to mention, like, who cares? Like, why
Kid Cock.
would you care? Anyway, Prince Charles formally sheds the title of Prince as he is officially crowned King of Great Britain in the 6-hour ceremony featuring many old men in robes. Last minute claim to the crown is made by U.S. Representative George Santos.
Gotta have it.
Deaths. Vita Blue. A's in
Giants
pitcher.
Yeah.
I actually met him once. I got to go on the field one time and do some
Aw.
things, and he was there. Very nice man. Jim Brown and Tina Turner as well. Yes, very sad.
How about June?
How about it?
How about it?
Got some nice things in June. But not to start.
June.
I have to find it. Sorry, I keep losing my
June.
spot. A 3-train collision in India's Balasore district Odisha state, leaves 288 dead and more than 1,000 people injured in the country's worst rail accident this century. It wasn't a good year for anything to do with trains. U.S. federal prosecutors filed 37 counts of indictment against the Orange Menace for unlawful retention of defense information, for storing dozens of classified documents at his Florida resort, and obstruction of justice. This was so incredible. 4 Colombian children are found safe after surviving 40 days in the Colombian jungle after their plane crashed and killed the adults on board.
Mm-hmm.
That was so amazing. The 76th Tony Awards was held without scripts due to the writer's strike. J. Harrison Gee and Alex Newell are the first out non-binary winners. Go Tonys. NBA Finals. The Denver Nuggets beat the Miami Heat 94-89 to win the franchise's first title in history.
It's the Denver Nuggets.
It's the Nuggets. Did I pronounce it?
The Nuggets.
Because they have a little chewy center.
Yes, they're actually named for candy.
Aim for the candy, of course.
Not the chunks of gold.
Chocolate covered nougats.
This is good news. Fossil bones found in Tom Ling Cave of the Monkeys.
In Tom Holland?
No. Translates to Cave of the Monkeys in Laos, dated to 86,000 years. 86,000 years.
Wow.
Just let that sink in. Our oldest known examples of modern humans, Homo sapiens, in Southeast Asia.
I think Nick Cage bought those, right?
Yeah, Nick Cage owns all of those bones. It's sitting next to the Elephant Man.
Yeah, for testing.
Damning report by UK government committee finds former Prime Minister Boris Johnson misled Parliament over Partygate COVID-19 breaches. U.S. truck driver Robert Bowers, actual literal piece of human garbage, found guilty of the deadliest attack on Jews in the United States, shooting 11 worshippers at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh in 2018. So they found him guilty. Oh, now we can all celebrate. Raise a glass to this one. Horrible, disgusting, evil person, Andrew Tate, indicted on charges of human trafficking and forming a gang to abuse women in Romania. Bye, Andrew. Enjoy prison. In the country you said you could get away with anything, you didn't. Peanut-headed man.
Trying to give up his Lamborghinis.
No. In the furs and all that. It's so sad.
Yep. I cried.
You cried.
I cried.
You've been sending him letters every day. Andrew, I'm sorry the manosphere's not been the same without you.
One with Phantom
Is that
of the Opera,
June?
and
That's
then
June.
Okay.
Yeah.
July 1st. Dutch King Willem-Alexander makes formal apology for his country's role in the slave trade.
Oh, they made a lot of money
I,
on
for
that.
one, would like to say thank you, and also what took you so long.
Yeah, it took long enough.
July 2nd. A small bag of cocaine is found in a heavily trafficked area of the White House.
Next to a bear.
The bear dropped it.
Coincidentally, small bag of cocaine lost from Scott's possession.
I mean, that's not shocking, right? Don't they all have cocaine?
July 5th. Meta launches Threads, Instagram's new public conversation app. A day later, it becomes the most rapidly downloaded app with over 30 million downloads. Months later, it becomes the most deleted. I don't know that for a fact. I'm just saying.
Speculating.
I don't see a lot of people on there.
You can go, Kalos.
Oh.
Quentin Sanders.
That's where Todd left his bag.
That's
Oh,
odd?
Todd,
Okay.
we'll have them send it to you. Your cocaine is in the
It's in the mail.
Let's see here. July 7th. NASA beams Ringo Starr's voice wishing peace and love across the universe
Groovy, baby.
via the Deep Space Network in honor of his 83rd birthday. I think that's...
Asking
That
to
is
have
so-
the aliens come kill us.
That is so
I
sweet.
love Ringo.
I love, Shining Time Station. Who remembers?
July 8th. Is that right? Yeah, July 8th.
You keep dates and everything.
Dutch government collapses. Probably for that apology.
Yeah.
July 9th, Barbie, directed by Greta Gerwig and starring Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling, premieres at the Shrine Auditorium in Los Angeles. Sandra went, yay. Okay, here's a fucked up one. Gender pay gap in America drops to its lowest level, with women earning 84 cents for every $1 that men earn full time. This is up from 78 cents a decade ago.
This is why we need Barbie. This is why we need the Barbie film.
Like, good lord. Let's see. July 4th, U.S. Justice Department sues Texas over floating barrier installed in the Rio Grande River between the U.S. and Mexico to deter migrants, citing humanitarian concerns.
It's also, isn't it like a really important river and like pretty and stuff? And they're like, wow, in the river.
Did you guys hear about this one? July 29th, infamous lunch of poisonous mushrooms results in 3 deaths. Cook Aaron Patterson later arrested for murder.
Did you do it on purpose?
No.
I think so.
I love mushrooms.
Let's see. This is why I don't eat mushrooms, said Neil.
They did a bad. Justice for the
July 31st, city of Phoenix, Arizona, high temperature of 108 degrees Fahrenheit, ends heat record of 31 consecutive days of temperatures at or above 110.
It's disgusting.
And they got excited about 108.
That's
Notable deaths.
Notable deaths.
Okay. Actor Paul Rubens. Singer activist Sinead O'Connor. Crooner Tony Bennett.
Oh. What is
That's a
Why
bad
do you
one.
look so happy about Tony Bennett? I
wasn't happy.
Do you hate Tony Bennett too?
Face.
Yeah. What did Tony do to
I
you?
feel like Tony lived a long, full, happy life.
Wonderful
he was in his
life.
90s or
Yeah.
whatever.
Sinead and
Yeah,
Paul.
and
Paul
Paul,
did
Younger.
they had more to give,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Definitely.
So, that's all.
No, Tony was an icon. It
That's
seems
all.
to have a really good life.
He did. Okay, August. Trump is indicated in Washington, D.C. and Georgia, making the total of felony charges against him just over 68,000. If convicted, he will be banished to the Phantom Zone and forced to play Chinese checkers with General Zod. None of which will legally bar him from a second term as president, however.
Ew. The rump.
Rump surrenders to authorities in Fulton County, Georgia, and poses for a mugshot. The mugshot instantly becomes pop culture and political fodder,
It really did.
unseating Barbenheimer as #1 at the box office and furthering his lead in the polls. Taking a cue from Trump, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis announces he wants Dine and Ditch from a Waffle House in Pensacola.
He was what?
Dined and ditched.
Dine and Ditch from a Waffle House. I was joking because he thought since Trump was like a shithead stealer
Yeah.
of things, and he could do that too.
He's like, I did that. Yeah, it was a Waffle House.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, the Maui, the wildfires were on August as well. That was a horrible thing close to my heart because I had just left 3 days prior, and I love that place so much. Abroad, however, Yevgeny Prigozhin, who led the brief attempted coup against Vladimir Putin, dies when his plane explodes in midair shortly after takeoff. The official statement released by the Russian government is pilot error, and of course colliding with a Chinese bat.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
I'm like, where's the bat in this? That bat had a busy
It
year.
was a very busy.
Really did too much in 2023.
Deaths. We lost William Friedkin, Bob Barker, and Jimmy Buffett.
Sad. You have to take your glasses off for that one. That was like a mic drop.
I gotta wipe a tear.
A lot of shit happened in September. The sad. Typhoon Haiku makes landfall in eastern Taiwan, forcing the evacuation of 400,000 people.
Wow.
Can't imagine. Storm named Daniel. A storm, not Stormy Daniels, but a storm. It didn't even occur to me till I read that like out loud.
Some more rump news.
Yeah, and,
Sounded like
and
a-
further rump
I thought
news.
it sounded like a Native American name or something.
Oh, Daniel
Yeah.
begins across Greece, Turkey, and Bulgaria, killing more than a dozen people. Some regions received 31.5 inches of rain, which is more than a year's worth. I remember seeing those pictures.
Yeah.
American singer Joe Jonas files for divorce from English actress Sophie Turner after 4 years of marriage. Sophie, you could do better, and you shall do better. Former Proud Boys chairman, I guess they have chairmans in the organization, Enrique Tarrio, sentenced to 22 years in prison, the longest so far, for seditious conspiracy in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Mexico's Supreme Court decriminalizes abortion nationwide, building on an earlier state-by-state ruling. So, smoking, the abortion thing, Mexico's doing stuff. American That 70s Show actor Danny Masterson sentenced to 30 years to life in prison after a jury convicted him in May of sexual assaults from 2003. That one, I used to love That 70s Show, and Hyde was my favorite character. And it was like, oh, you piece of not fancy trash. 6.8 magnitude earthquake hit central Morocco, its epicenter in the Atlas Mountains near Marrakesh, killing around 3,000 people and causing catastrophic damage, affecting over 6 million people. That's a lot. Relevant to today, 80th Venice Film Festival, Poor Things, directed by Yorgos Lanthimos and starring Emma Stone, wins the Golden Lion. I didn't know it won the Golden Lion.
Nice.
U.S. Open women's tennis. American Coco Gauff wins her first major title with a comeback. I don't understand tennis. With a comeback 2-6, 6-3, 6-2 win over Arnya Sabalenka of Belarus. Can somebody explain how tennis
Yeah,
works?
so women's tennis, you have to win 2 out of 3.
Oh.
So she lost the first.
Yeah, that
and
was a
then
hard
won
one.
the 2.
Tennis, you know?
Right?
But go Coco.
Yep, absolutely.
Badass. Stolen Vincent van Gogh painting, The Parsonage Garden at Newnan in Spring from 1884, is returned in an IKEA bag to an art detective. He, I guess, caught him and he's like, put it in the IKEA bag. Slide with your foot. Huge loss of life in Libyan floods could have been avoided with functioning weather service, according to the World Meteorological Organization, amid reports that the death toll could reach 20,000 people. Avoidable. Hunter Biden and his laptop. Son of U.S. President Joe Biden, indicted on charges tied to the possession of a gun while using narcotics. Sounds like a movie plot. NASA probe into UFO sightings inconclusively, allegedly, largely due to lack of good data, found no evidence of aliens but doesn't rule out the possibility. NASA, you know I love you. Why you do this to me? Why you do this to me?
Why are you
Damon?
hiding?
Why you do this to me, Damon? Me and everybody else with our little tinfoil hats know the truth.
So does she? She works for NASA.
Yeah, you know.
I know, tell us.
We're listening.
Do you have? There's a look under your chair. There's an alien. British comedian Russell Brand accused of sexual assaults and emotional abuse by 4 women in an investigation by the Sunday Times. I did not.
Surprising literally no one.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly had kind of forgot about Russell Brand. He was like so big in the 2010s and like early 2000s. This one was big. This one was big in my world. Earliest known evidence for humans building with wood discovered near the Colombo Falls in Zambia at nearly 500,000 years old. Previous known example, 9,000. So people were using wood and we had no idea. Like, that's so cool. I'm going to combine them now. The Orange Rumpus, found guilty of fraud by inflating his assets inflating his assets in a civil case was brought by New York General Attorney Letitia James. He's like, my ass is this round. I've inflated it. He got a BBL. Writers Guild of America ends their 148-day strike after agreeing to a deal. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis arrested for the 1996 murder of rapper Tupac Shakur in Las Vegas. Yeah. Told you there was a lot in September.
No, so it was just a joke. Just doing it for street cred.
We have 15 minutes until this show is over.
Okay, October. Simone Biles becomes the most decorated gymnast ever with 34 world and Olympic medals.
You forgot to put in the part where her husband just missed that. Y'all heard about that controversy?
No.
Mm-hmm. He's in trouble.
Okay.
He's the catch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No one knows except for Scott and I, apparently. Okay.
All right. Something happened in Israel. The important thing to remember is people are dying. Moving on. Concert film Taylor Swift's Era Tour premieres in Los Angeles. People lost their damn minds over that.
Sure did.
October 12th, Roman scrolls burnt in Mount Vesuvius eruption read for the first time after computer science student develops a machine learning algorithm. First word deciphered, purple.
Love it. There's Prince. Prince was there.
October 24th, women in Iceland go on strike to protest gender inequalities, including its prime minister. October 31st, that would also be our Halloween. Kenyan President William Ruto holds state banquet for King Charles III. The king acknowledges, in quotes, the wrongdoings of the past are the cause of the greatest sorrow and the deepest regret, end quote, without giving specifics. What are you talking about, Charles?
We have to say Charles.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Notable deaths. Actor Matthew Perry. Actor Richard Mole. Actor-activist Richard Roundtree of Shaft fame. Actor Suzanne Summers. And actor Piper Laurie. Carrie in Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
A rough one.
Yeah.
November. Good job, Caleb.
Done.
November, FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried is found guilty of being a weirdo and defrauding his hairstyle. He's facing up to 115 years in prison. Likewise, Rump stands trial of fraudulently exaggerating his worth, heatedly denying all charges, saying he is the smartest man in the world. He weighs 115 pounds, can run a full marathon in 32 minutes, and won all 59 states in the 2020 presidential election.
I want what he's having.
Notable deaths. Rosalind Carter, Francis Sternhagen, or Hagen, depending how you pronounce it, Henry Kissinger, Sandra Day O'Connor, Norman Lear, Ryan O'Neal, and Andre Braugher most recently.
Okay. A December to Remember by The Colt Show. U.S. House of Representatives votes to immediately expel indicted member George Santos after House Ethics Committee issued a report concluding that the lawmaker sought to fraudulently exploit every aspect of his House candidacy for his own personal financial profit. Wire fraud, identity theft, making false statement, buying fancy things, Botox. The list goes on.
Yes.
Spa
Don't
days.
forget OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, exactly. U.S. General Assembly votes overwhelmingly to demand a humanitarian ceasefire in Gaza amid reports 80,000 Palestinians have been killed, 70% children and women, over 80% now homeless. Unbelievable. December 6th, Taylor Swift is named Times Person of the Year and brought her cat to the photo shoot, which made me put a lot of respect on her for bringing Ragdoll Benjamin Button along. Anybody who's like, oh, thank you for that award, can I bring my cat? Like,
think it.
that's right. State memorial held for Australian entertainer Barry Humphries, Dame Edna Everage, at Sydney Opera House. I love Dame Edna, and that was like I was raised on Dame Edna. I still watch whenever I'm sad, like really, really sad. I go on YouTube and I watch Dame Edna. Talk about a masterclass in comedy, especially improvisation. Like on the chat shows, they would just like set her up with like a scenario and she would just go with it and be so funny. Oh, the possums, all the possums, as she would say, and talk about her horrible husband and her fucked up children, and it was just so funny. Trump says immigrants coming to the U.S. are poisoning the blood of our country at a campaign rally in New Hampshire, refuted by Joe Biden's campaigns as words Hitler would say. They're like, that's funny. It reminds me of somebody. Who was it again? I can't say this word. Icelandic volcano erupts on the Reykjanes Peninsula, which is only about 25 miles from the country's capital. Can you believe that? That is intense. And like there was a lot of footage and stuff of it. It's really fascinating to see. Pope Francis will allow priests to bless same-sex couples, though not when connected to a civil or same-sex union. We're gonna need the board and string again because that's kind of confusing. Utah Mormon mom and Family Channel YouTube vlogger Ruby Frankie pleads guilty to child abuse charges, including convincing her children they were evil and possessed. I have been glued to that coverage on YouTube. Oakland judge exonerates Glenn Simmons, 70 years old, after he spent 48 years in jail for a murder he did not commit. Longest known wrongful sentence in the United States. I hope he is living it up and having a fucking awesome New Year's. We're going to end it on a high note. So this one's for you, Glenn Simmons. Cheers.
Oh, that's the end.
Oh. Sorry, I thought there was one more.
I thought you had another one. Yay, good job.
No, I decided to go out on a high note.
Woohoo, we did it.
Breaking news.
That was a hell of a year.
Breaking news.
What?
Don't forget the biggest death of 2023. That little squirrel in front of my home when you guys came over last time. Oh, that's right. A squirrel died in front of our friend Kyle's house. I think he was murdered.
Wow.
We need to go dust for prints. We need to get CSI on this. Thank you, Kyle, for the reminder. I can't believe I forgot the squirrel.
Poor squirrel.
You guys need to stall?
Are you gonna pee right now?
Right now.
At the fucking, it's
With
midnight?
like 8 minutes left to
Yep.
go? Wow.
Go
Wow.
Yep.
I feel
okay.
like you did that on purpose.
Gonna do it.
I have to go too, so it's okay.
Am I alone? You know what?
No, I'll wait
Everyone
for
go.
Caleb.
Everyone go. If you're at
Yeah.
home, why don't you pee right now?
Yeah.
Um,
Where do you guys usually pee when you have to go? Do you go to the bathroom? Maybe you go into the sink because it's closer.
how much did we love Neil and his glasses, his Cult Show glasses debut?
That's right.
This was a first time, and I thought they looked sporting on you.
Did you?
Very dapper.
Thank
Oh,
you.
wait, should I put on a crown?
It is time. Does
You
anyone
should-
care for a crown?
You should see me in a crown.
You guys will
and
come
you
up
will.
here when it's New Year's and help us.
You should see me in a crown and you will know.
And you will know.
I can't believe that freaking bottle stayed up there the whole time.
I was looking at that. I'm
I
like,
can
wow.
hear it
It
as
has
the
slowly.
That's so
Yeah,
fresh.
it goes like yeah, the bottle's really doing the most work on the Cult Show live stream, annual live stream.
It would only be better if there was something pouring out of it continuously.
Yeah. That's next year. Next year, Wanda.
Oh, the water feature. We're gonna set up in Neil's home.
Our undisclosed location.
Oh, it's Neil's house. Do you guys like?
You have a what?
Do I have a crown?
You do.
You can have a
There's
crown.
lots of crowns.
We also have some festive decor. It's a glittery curtain. It's actually LED.
More crowns?
It's a fancy LED.
It is not.
I don't know if Caleb wants a crown or not, but
I think he probably does.
I don't know. We'll put one there, and if not, then
I'll give Caleb my crown because I have a big
How
heart.
crazy is this with no hair?
Pretty crazy, looking pretty crazy, producer
Should I
Scott.
go is it better if it's forward?
Yes.
Okay.
go for the forward.
What was your favorite Cult Show moment this year? Mine was probably our Sasquatch video. Hunting for Squatch.
That was great. That was great.
That was a good time and a good video.
I also like the Lost Boys review I forgot we did. That was poignant in my memory.
I think our Lair the White Worm review and iconic video game cover or VHS cover game.
Oh, that was a really good
That
game.
was pretty fun.
We've got to do that one again. Only it'll be slightly less iconic
That's
VHS
right.
covers. I also saw Videodrome for the first time, and that was like a personal achievement because I love that movie. Oh my god, it's one of my new favorite horror movies. I loved it so much. I love the new Flash. I just
You were talking about TV shows. We just finished watching Shining Veil.
Shining Veil is on a lot of people's lists. Guess what? I didn't see it. Not surprising. Yeah.
Amazing. And I think they canceled it. I don't
Go
know,
ahead.
They canceled it.
why.
Everything good gets canceled.
2 seasons and
Must have been on Netflix then.
Bastards.
Yep, that's why.
Netflix.
No, it was Stars.
Oh,
It
Todd
was on
says Zod
Stars.
for president. 2024. I think Zod might be eligible to run.
Didn't Superman break his neck though?
So part of Zod can run for president.
Wow. That is both a very old, both a very old like take and too soon at the same time.
Which one's Zod?
He's the bad guy. He's the bad
Wasn't
general.
they like they look the
That's
same?
fighting for the continuation of Krypton, although on another planet.
You know what movie we didn't watch that was on a lot of people's favorite list is Godzilla -1.
I've heard a lot of people loving that movie.
Yeah, and I like the idea of like a Godzilla movie like being so popular right now. That's like
Mhm.
really exciting.
Yeah.
So I should check out Godzilla.
I saw that on a lot of people's lists. I saw Cobwebs on a lot of people's lists.
I saw Toadzilla on a couple
I
of
didn't.
lists.
Toadzilla was on my list.
Oh,
but-
that's the list I was thinking of. Toadzilla.
Poor little cane toad.
Poor little King Toad didn't do nothing wrong. We never
I
wrote
don't think
that
there's
song.
anything little about a 2.7.
Well,
You know
yeah,
what?
that's true.
You know what?
Oh,
Do you want to fight me? Do you want to
It's as big
fight?
as a Volkswagen Beetle.
Toadzilla could have been a renewable energy force. Toadzilla could have been the
I know,
new
that's true.
Tesla.
At least put it in a hamster wheel and run.
I don't think we gave Toadzilla
I
enough
don't know.
chance.
Is that 58 or
To
56?
prove.
That's
What
those
Toadzilla could do.
56.
It's 56. My voice hurts from talking for 3 hours.
Right? I'm tired, you guys.
Hard to believe another 3 hours is
I'm so
gone.
And my back
Tired.
hurts from carrying this show for another year.
Nice. Good job. It's been a heck of a year, people.
Yeah.
We survived it all.
I think.
Did we?
Are we in the ghost dimension?
Was it survived or was it
Was it-
experienced?
We survived, perhaps we didn't thrive?
We tolerated.
I don't know, I kind of thrived a little bit, to be honest. Like, but, I mean, not everybody did. I'm not shocked.
It's a mixed year, I think. You know?
It's a mix here. I hear footsteps from above.
Footsteps up above.
Could it be an angel descending from the heavens? Yes, methinks so. It's Leah's lady wife.
Are you relying on me for the countdown, or can I come?
Yeah,
Yes.
you can come over
Oh,
here
you are
with
relying
us.
on
Oh, no. I mean, but
Oh, okay.
everything come over once we know, I guess? Or can we do something we can figure it out?
Did anybody figure out if Todd's going to get his bag of cocaine? Because I'm kind of worried about it.
Are we going to start 10 seconds early so when it happens we're
Hey,
actually
that's
tuned?
supposed to
And
be a
that's by
secret
bear
production.
And a dog.
Oh,
They're
sorry.
not supposed to know about that. Like any of our countdowns have been on time tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well, we try our best. That's all we can do.
We do try our best here at the Cult Show. We are fancy trash and we try our best.
That'll be our other shirt. The Cold Show. We try our best. Are we doing the Army Beef movie selection next?
Yes, we are. So remember we talked about how you can pay us a small fee and we will watch the movie you want?
A small fortune.
Yeah, Army Beef went above and beyond with his donation. Thank you again, Army.
Thank you.
And for being so kind and reaching out to us and everything you've done. So Army Beef, because of that, got to pick a film. Because of that donation to these 3 poor cultists. So, should we announce Army Beef's film?
We should. Would you like
So
me to
people
do-
can,
you remember
yeah.
it?
No, you go ahead because then that way it's homework. We can share with
Got
Okay.
like 20 seconds to do it, so go for it.
The film for us next is going to be Ghost Story, or is it A Ghost Story?
A ghost
A
story.
Ghost Story, yeah, A Ghost Story with Fred Astaire, right?
Oh,
Or
Yeah.
someone, one of them old timers in it.
One of them old timers
So-
doing the ghost dance.
That's the next one. Okay, you guys want to come up and join?
You don't have to. You don't.
They don't want to?
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Well, they should.
Are we
Come on, if they
standing?
want to, they should.
15,
Are we standing up?
14,
If they
13, 12,
Tim, Wanda, anyone?
11, 10,
Tim's like,
9,
fuck no.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
Woo! We made it!
We did it.
Yay!
We love
Days
it.
in a row.
I know. Have you
That's
seen
a
the-
miracle.
Have you seen that movie, The Night at the Soho?
Yes, that's a good
It's like
one.
Thank you so
Yay!
much, everybody.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for participating.
Yeah, I guess so.
We'll be launching
I thought someone was banging on the door.
It's the cops. Don't let the cat out or the cops in.
Thank you for joining us. One more time.
Time for 2024 now.